champagne. Purple cups and 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 champagne. Champagne, champagne.
I'll talk to you about that.
This ain't real. Yeah. This ain't real. Okay. I didn't even know what was
none of this
on.
is real. We've been living in a what is it since 2012?
Simulation.
A simulation.
Yo, y'all niggas think
did you hear that theory?
Bro.
Before we start the show, is the last part. Did you hear that theory?
But we're just
Johnny knows about this theory. I told him about it.
This is all fake.
Since 2012, we're in
the world really ended.
We're in a black hole. Yeah. So we don't know what a black hole is, like a different dimension. That's why everything's been upside down.
Monkeypox.
Everything.
Niggas said
Trump.
Yo,
monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
I forgot what happened in 2012 or 2013. That was like the first sign of something that was crazy. But since 2012, people say that maybe we ended up in a black hole.
Being reelected.
Because what happened was, do you remember that they were fucking with atoms on the ground to do the Higgs boson and shit like that? You remember that? The God particle shit? Yeah. And people were saying the risk of that was that they were creating minor black holes. So people were saying in 2012, what happened was they created a black hole that sucked us in. But no one's ever been in a black hole, so we don't know what that's like.
So when did this happen? Overnight while we were sleeping?
No, so we're just in a different dimension, a different reality.
December 12, 2012.
We're in a different reality, and that's why everything's upside down.
I'm not saving no more of my money, man. I'm about to ball out. Last thing, I'm about to go to Louis this weekend.
I was gonna say
I'm the worst nigga you could tell some shit like that to. The pandemic was like the worst thing. I'm gonna be like, yo, we're gonna fucking end
come
anyway.
with the leather pants.
I'm gonna look like Jewels. I'm gonna look like Jewels.
Gallery department up and down.
They're gonna be like, so this nigga looks like he's the only nigga getting paid in this podcast.
The bandana jacket.
Yeah.
The Louis shit.
That's wild. I'm the worst. I justify anything.
Yo, honestly,
take that trip, man.
Can you please do that for a Halloween costume?
Who should I go as?
That's amazing, dog. Jewels.
Go as Jewels? Yeah.
That's a great Halloween costume, dog.
Do his new song, or the one that I just heard today. I just discovered Santana's Town 2. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously from what we were talking about, you can see Hogwash is back. Right to my right. Come on, let's
you're not even going to let me introduce myself?
Nah, man. We're going to bring you in the game. You about to introduce yourself right now. Let us know. Black hole theory.
Do you still remember?
Believe it.
Do you still remember how to do
down.
Do you still remember how to do this?
What?
Do you still remember what you're doing right now?
Of course, man. Of course.
All right.
I actually was thinking about it. I was like, man, you guys needed me because there was a lot of misogyny going around here.
Yeah. It's just weird when you brought the white.
I'm back, but I am not your savior.
There is no kid here, bro.
I got a couple of complaints about the misogyny.
That's what I'm here for. I don't think
it was that bad.
That's what I'm. I kind of toned it down.
It was me and Hanson saying, "Well, men are right," and then we look at the title belt that was sitting there, be like, right title belt,
right. He had nothing to say. He just agreed.
Yeah. It was worse when we had Janelle here. We had Janelle here.
Another misogynist.
We fucked up with Janelle. We fucked Janelle up because Janelle turned. He's more of like a level-headed. Nah, he was with us that whole.
I'm telling you. You influenced him. He's like, yeah, fuck it. Let's go all in.
Well, let's introduce ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, Handsome, Contreras, you know the rest.
Scoring by security, John Chetty, a.k.a. the Brown Pat Riley.
And I'm back.
Like cook crack.
I'm back for one episode.
Josh,
before I need to go back.
Definitely not.
Daycare.
I get shots thrown at me while I'm away, and I'm here, dog. Fuck, let me live, bro. I'm here. I'm here. Actually. Josh, F.A. the product. Instagram, Twitter. I was about to tweet today, but I didn't. But I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe.
I'm gonna change.
Maybe. I've been saying that for weeks.
I need to record. I think that needs to be your intro every day. I was gonna retweet.
So you don't want me to tweet anymore at this point? You're like, you know what? Don't tweet.
Just say
Keep saying you're gonna do it.
It's gonna be awkward.
Nah. You know what's funny? I had a great. I'm serious too. And I was thinking today. I was like, what the fuck was it again? It was good enough to do it. It was good enough to tweet.
You really think that much about a tweet? Damn, that pop was fire.
I think that much about a tweet, yes.
Yeah, I don't really think much about anything.
You know what? I told you guys before, because it's like, who the fuck are you that people want to think about your thoughts, you egotistical fuck?
No,
that's what I think about tweets.
About Twitter?
Oh, you think you're funny? You're gonna say the funniest joke of 1,000 people.
No,
that's what you want.
Your family members and friends want to know your thoughts, right?
I know.
When someone tweeted, "I would go see Peyton Full on Ice," I was rolling at that thread.
You know what's funny?
It's so hard to keep up with. Some people online right now are crazy.
Yeah,
yo,
that thread was amazing. Yo, there was somebody that fell on the floor. There was somebody who was skating and they bust their ass, and they was like, "I'm moving different. My body different."
Yeah, I saw. He was sitting on the floor, like straight.
I can't ice skate. Can you guys ice skate?
I could, but I
haven't tried. Don't want to try.
But you hate to. What does that mean?
When I was a kid,
I don't like ice.
No, I have a phobia. And I know it might be true, but when I was a kid, the first thing I heard about ice skating was, be careful if you fall. Don't put your hands on the floor because someone could skate over your hands and cut your fingers off. And I'm like, that's not a sport for me.
that's kind of wild.
I don't
never
want.
thought about it like
Yeah,
that.
I was like, I don't want to
Dude,
play.
it's a blade.
Yo, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to play.
There was a
It's
hockey
not fun
player.
to me.
There's a hockey player that got like cut. Like the guy's leg went up, and I remember like cutting him like in
His
the
neck.
Yeah.
I think it's some
I never
serious
thought
shit.
about
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
I never wanted to ice skate because I remember hearing like it turns you gay. So I was like, I'm not doing this
You know
shit.
what that
And we're
reminds-
off to the
You know what that
races.
reminds me of?
Cheers, cheers, just cheers, just cheers.
This is episode 99.
That's fine. We'll leave it there.
Oh my god.
You never heard the Aziz Ansari joke where it was like,
No.
the hardest thing about
Wait, can we
rollerblading-
laugh at Aziz again? It's okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
I know you've been laughing at him the whole time.
Whatever.
I know you've been laughing at him the whole
Oh
time.
my God.
You love Aziz exactly.
He's
well.
still funny.
But Aziz, when he was on Human Giant, that was like the first show he had. He was
Oh,
like,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
like, yo, the toughest part about rollerblading is telling your parents you're gay. That was a classic.
Nah, damn, that's a hard one to top. I thought I had all
That was
these
a classic.
jokes. That's really good.
Nah, that reminds me of that stupid
He's
joke
quick,
you
man.
always used to do a kids like, yo, does your mom know you're gay?
Yeah.
And you'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, you know your mom doesn't know you're gay.
He admitted it.
Ah, man, I miss being a kid in the 90s.
You guys were.
I'm still a kid.
You guys were being
I said in
kids.
the
I think we're
90s.
still all kids to everyone who watches this show.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think these are the most grown up takes.
100%. I actually watch. I'll go back sometimes and I watch like old episodes, and I watched like the episode where my sister was on. The amount of time she rolled her eyes.
I know.
It was so bad. Like I think she.
That's
thought,
how you know we're kids.
I think she thought to herself she was like, she already deals with me, but now she was dealing with me times.
Exactly. She must be. Yo,
I'll say Josh was
Like,
like,
that's what
Josh
my
was like a nice
students run up
balance,
on
but
this.
she was just kind of. She rolled her eyes mad times.
but I'm a kid though.
I was cracking up.
If you guys weren't being the way you were, I would be that way.
No, but it's sad
You
that
need some
you're more
balance.
mature than both of us.
Yeah,
You're
I
younger.
know.
It's not good.
Nah, man. Honestly, I don't know. I saw that as a tweet, too, the other day. Actually, talking about tweets. And it was that, like, yo, the grown-ups of our childhood
Oh, my
were
God.
way more grown-up than
Yo.
us, bro.
Because they had the weight of the world on their shoulders, dog. You know
In,
what
well,
I mean?
in a lot of ways, I won't say like black and white that way, but yeah, in a lot of ways for sure.
There you go. Always on the other side. Like,
Yeah, why
well,
can't
you know
you just?
what?
Yeah.
You're
Why,
right,
why
man.
can't you just?
I hate myself. I gotta change.
All right, Fiona, relax.
I agree with you guys. I
just
agree.
realized
with you guys.
it.
Can you just agree with us
I heard,
once?
I heard the Kendrick album. I'm just like reevaluating my whole life, so I'm like, maybe I should change.
I'm really thinking about I'm thinking about how my mom was at my age, and like I'm thinking about her like helping me study and just like the stuff that she did, which is like mature like things. Like maybe I would literally watch her balance like a checkbook and stuff. You know what I mean? And like. I may not have
that's
milk.
true. What
I
you
may
saying?
or may not have milk. I have almond milk. You see,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? Like the way
that means a lot. That says a lot.
She lived at another level, plateau, and I'm
Nah,
just
for sure.
so.
Running
for
a
sure.
full household.
So I'm saying,
And not only that,
taking care of other people's kids too.
and not only
You know what I'm
and
saying?
still not showing any crack in like who they are. They're not slipping. They're not losing their temper. They're not doing any of that. They're just kind of like just keeping it under control. Where you looked at them like, wow, these people are superhuman.
Handsome says
If your
this
parent
all
did a good job, that's what you thought. you know?
Handsome says this all the time. Like when he sees, shout out to the ladies that listen to our podcast. But when they have like a big glass of wine, they're like, "Mom, life." Like they had like a hard day. I know you always say that. And I always think about because when I see it, I always think I was like, "Yo, Handsome always says this shit."
But you know what? I'm with you on that. You know why? But that's just, I guess it's me and you. I don't like, maybe you, I'm not sure, but I don't like victimizing yourself. Like, what does that get you?
Yeah.
And that's what it is to me. You could say no, but it is.
It's
Because
like that.
I would never sit back and be like, man, I feel like I need a beer after today. Like, I don't need to tell the world that, dog.
Yeah.
I just fucking go and crack a beer open if I need
Yeah.
it. And that's it. It's
Yeah.
not like, wow, this day was so overwhelming to me. Feel bad for me.
I mean, sometimes I
Sorry,
will
woman.
say sometimes I'll be like, if I had like a long, if we work together,
Not sorry.
if we work together, and I'll be like, "Yo, today was
But
one
that's
of those
different,
days.
dog.
Let's go grab a drink."
That's different.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I think it'll be one.
You're
of
not
those.
hashtagging dad life.
Yeah,
But
but,
I'm
you're
not-
not
In the conversation.
Teddy's not like taking a picture like
Unc Few.
long day.
I'm confused.
I'm confused.
I'll be like, "Yo, Few."
Y'all laugh until it drops.
The drop word.
Nah, this is we're gonna get to that later, but that's definitely a marketing.
I almost
ploy.
spit out my drink.
Yeah, it's funny. as
Oh
man.
shit.
Let's jump into it, man. Let's get right into it right now.
No,
no,
we
you-
could continue with the
What?
with jokes. With jokes.
I don't tell jokes.
You don't tell jokes. You're a pretty serious
No,
guy.
you don't. No, you making politically incorrect statements.
That is the joke.
Handsome.
The fact that you guys think your life is serious.
no, Handsome. Honestly, like you could go and do stand up, right?
I wish. Yo,
If you had like,
that'd be fire. I would have to
But-
know how to do the thing.
yeah, I think it's
but
possible.
there's no way you could do it today.
Yeah,
There's no way you could do it today.
yeah.
Well, that's why it would be good.
We're gonna have issues where and we're ready for it. We're ready for all the smoke.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna go back to episode 35 and see some of the stuff that we've said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's gonna be, like I'm saying it's now, so like when they try to cancel us, it's not gonna happen.
It's impossible.
It's not gonna happen because you're always gonna have that group of people that are just gonna be like, no, these dudes are just real dudes.
Yeah.
Right. But like, what's going on with Dave Chappelle? Obviously, people are gonna say that started from Will Smith.
Yeah.
Did it start from Will Smith? Where the guy went and attacked?
I would say.
What can I say? At least he set precedent.
Yes, 100%. That's what I'm saying. I would say there because when's the last time you heard of somebody attacking a comedian on stage?
I've never heard of that before.
It may happen. It definitely doesn't happen with bigger comedians, and it definitely doesn't happen at the level of someone as Will Smith. There's so many levels to it.
Right.
Obviously.
Right.
Will Smith, the person he is, but the level of celebrity he is and all of that, it just changed everything. And then, of course, it's the same thing as, I hate to talk about that, but what happens all over the country where people have been doing wild shit, it's like, it's copycat shit. Once someone sees it and it's real.
The fucking kid that shot up the school today. Like.
Exactly. I was even going to,
All right, pizza those.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Crazy. So shit like that, it's like people just copy shit. So once something is done, we've seen it.
Now you know it's allowable.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Now you know it's allowable.
It's possible.
And he lived.
Right.
He lived. He's all right.
Will Smith did it.
He's all right.
I mean, if anything, Denzel Washington, who else? Tyler Perry, they were all consoling him.
That's a great point.
When he was crying.
That's a great point
Yeah,
because
they're
it goes.
fools.
Yeah, I agree, and it goes to show though as well, like how people can people are justifying it. I think that even what's that female comedian? She's black.
Is it
Tiffany
Monique?
No,
Tiffany Haddish?
Yeah, Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, Wanda Sykes.
No, Tiffany Haddish.
Okay.
Wanda Sykes said that was
Because
disgusting.
Wanda Sykes is like
three
Chris Rock's best friend.
black comedian women.
Some more. I can name more.
Yeah, we can name some more, man.
I can
Come
name
on.
more.
I'm talking about relevant.
I just went to like BET.
That girl that's on
I
Instagram.
went to BET comedy.
Isn't she some more?
Maybe, but the girl on Instagram with the big eyes and
No, that girl's hilarious.
She's funny.
With the J.
might be.
That she does like the
If
shit.
you say the name, I remember, but she's funny. But regardless,
well, anyway.
Wanda Sykes actually said that was disgusting and shit like that. But the other one, Tiffany Haddish, she was like, that was the most beautiful moment she ever seen.
Oh, she said that?
Yeah.
That's why
I
Common
didn't know.
left her.
Hold on, time out.
Yo, that's sad. That's sad. That means you're used to toxic
A comedian
situations.
said that?
Yeah. That's what's
Interesting.
crazy. Exactly. She said that was the most.
A non-funny comedian.
Word up. I agree with that.
She's kind of corny.
I agree with
Who's
that.
gonna attack her? Her jokes ain't good.
Yeah.
Well, she's good for movies, let's say that. Because she
Yeah,
might be
so-
good,
yeah,
a good
she's a
comedic
good
movie
actress.
person.
No,
Exactly.
she's a good
Because not
actress.
every stand-up comedian is good in movies. And not every
Yeah, but
comedic
she started
actor.
in stand-up.
Right.
That's the
Okay,
thing.
yes,
That's
weird.
how
Like, I don't
Kevin Hart saved her life.
Like, I don't expect, I didn't know that, but I don't expect Ben Stiller to be a great stand-up comedian.
Hell no.
Exactly.
But he's great in
But
movies.
he's great, exactly, in movies. So,
I mean, understood.
but regardless, so she said that. And
Jim Carrey actually did good stand-up. If you ever watched the Jim
no,
Carrey
he
stand-up
does do
shit,
good. Yeah, I'm not saying it's black and white, you know.
No, Avi.
But when she said that, it just goes to show though that she wouldn't be the only person to say that, right?
Why did she say that?
I'm just saying if one person says that, or if a few people are saying that, which you saw a few people say that, it was a back and forth. It wasn't 100% Chris Rock was right.
Yeah,
So therefore, if other people see
It was
the
kind
other
of
way,
like, yo, honestly, like 60-40
so,
almost.
exactly.
It was embarrassing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. So if other people, and that bothered me more than the action. You know what I mean? Like, but either way, if people saw it that way and it's 60-40, it just goes to show that there's some people who can justify that action. So of course it sets precedent where people are like, even
I've been feeling that for a while.
exactly. Now,
I'ma
you
do
know
it.
what? That was right what he did. He stood up for something. Now I'm gonna go and do the same thing. So now it makes sense to them. You know, it's not an idea anymore. Now it's carried out.
Well,
and once it's carried out,
I'm
it's
glad
justified.
they broke him down, bro.
They interviewed the perp, and he was like,
That was pretty funny. I agree. If I wasn't drinking, I would laugh.
he was like, I mean, I didn't want to call him what I wanted
That's
to call
funny,
him.
son.
They interviewed the
That's
perp.
like a Dave Chappelle skit to call him a perp.
They interviewed the perp.
They interviewed that bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I wanted to say it. But they interviewed him, and he was saying that it wasn't even something that Dave said. It was something that another comedian said. And he was just so he just
What the fuck?
he just like he lost his emotions when he saw Dave like kind of like doubling down on what the comedian was saying. You know
What was
I
the
mean?
joke?
So I guess it was like they wouldn't say what it was. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But obviously it was like something about about gay people and stuff. But
Oh, that was a good trans joke this week.
Yeah, it was a
thing,
good trans joke.
the
No one
thing
can
that
deny
the thing
that.
that's actually scary about that is I think this guy was like I think he had like an assault charge already like pending.
No,
I know
he had weapons on.
Oh, is it, oh right, okay, my bad. Yeah,
The man came through ready. That's why that whole like I was triggered at that moment. Nah, my G, you came ready with a plan.
Somebody.
And you caught what you should have caught.
Right.
If anything, they should have poked your eye out.
They were saying that
they were ready to.
They were saying that.
They
said that Dave, Jamie Foxx, like everybody like
jumped them.
It was Busta Rhymes too, right?
Yeah, Busta Rhymes too.
I didn't see Dave.
He said Busta Rhymes said, "Yo, you got him, son."
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
I was dying when Dave Chappelle said that.
That's funny.
He said, "Yo, I got this nigga Jamie Foxx with a cowboy."
Stomping somebody out. But
somebody
Jamie
out.
Foxx is a real dude, though.
But Jamie Foxx looks like he can actually fight.
Nah, he's
You
a real
heard
dude.
Chris Rock?
Yeah,
Well, Chris Rock was like, man, at least you got attacked. I got attacked by the
Oh,
softest rapper in
shit,
history.
You know what's funny about that? I just read today that Will Smith had, I don't know how recent it was, but he had a recent interview with David Letterman. And he saw this?
I think I texted you guys about it. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah. He actually,
didn't know.
No, he actually said, like the thing that he hates, or one of the things that like bothers him, like and bothers him for years, is that people have always called him a soft rapper.
Right.
And he's like, yo, when I was younger,
When he was 12.
yeah, he's like, when I was younger, I used to rap about like, just funny things and, punchlines or whatever, but like, I never really got into that. He's like, I always got called soft. And he's like, and the reason I never cursed in raps is because my grandma told me that I'm such a talented artist, but I don't need to curse in order to do that. So I just listen to my grandma. They really like touched me or whatever.
Yo, you're a loser because no one's ever called Rakim soft.
But he said he's like never been
And
able.
he never cursed.
He said
I didn't know that.
He said he was cursing.
Rakim never cursed?
Rakim's hits didn't have any
No,
curses.
they have no curses in it. Yeah.
Rakim didn't curse until like 1996 when he dropped the 18th letter.
That is mind-blowing.
All his classics had no
Thinking of
cusses
a
in them,
master
bro.
plan.
That's
Sweat, side my hands, all that stuff or
mind-blowing,
whatever.
son. Did he say
Not
nigga?
really like.
Did he say nigga?
No, he
He didn't
didn't
say nigga.
curse.
In Paid in Full, I don't think he curses on Paid in Full.
He didn't curse until 18th letter to his album
That
96 when he
is
returned.
mind-blowing.
Yeah.
That's mind-blowing.
Yeah, hence the
And even
point.
that control of the crowd, you know how I hold it down. I don't think
That
he
you
even,
say,
like, yeah.
yo, Rakim is
If
so
you tell me
soft.
to the 18th letter, that's incredible.
It is.
Even your favorite Truth Hurts song, I don't think he curses on that.
I wish he
I was
did.
listening to it yesterday.
I wish he would have
Nah,
been like,
that
fuck,
song,
fuck, shit, bitch, motherfucker.
That
beat
beat
is
is
hard body karate,
son.
Nah, that shit is fucking dope.
What do you hate more, that song or I Know I Can?
I know I can. Let me tell you something.
Hold on, what's the other song that has some
Give me
hits?
that.
I was going back in
Oh,
time.
Rebel in the Courts. He hates that beat.
Which one?
Verbal
Rebel in the Courts. He hates that beat.
Yeah,
He
no,
hates that beat.
that's shocking.
He hates
That's
that beat.
shocking,
But
man.
I
That's
I was
ridiculous.
looking into I was going down a Nas hole, pause.
You got to triple pause that, dog. Real talk.
And
Oh, shit.
Godson is by far to me his best project, personally, right? And even with that song on there, I can say that. But every time I get to that song, I'm
You
just
consider
like,
Godson a classic?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I
That's it,
personally,
Godson.
I definitely do, man.
You have it better than Stillmatic.
Yes,
Oh,
personally.
no, you
yeah.
have Godson better than Illmatic, too. Edgar, you listening to this?
Godson better than Illmatic?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh,
That's what you said.
they said it's his best
Nah,
project.
nah,
Oh, but you're
nah.
saying like after Illmatic, that was a good
I
best
just
project.
think, see, the thing, and this is a point we said before, right, about the aging well thing. As a fan, Illmatic aged well,
Yeah.
right? But realistically, you play that shit to somebody at this moment, it's dated.
That's not fair, though.
Oh, man.
It's not fair.
Nothing in those years are gonna be- not sound dated.
You know what's fucked up? I got to pour
What are you talking about?
Biggie?
In
Yo,
1994,
I gotta
Ready
pour,
to
I
Die
gotta
is
pour
not
one,
dated.
I gotta pour
Biggie,
one
yeah.
out right now because I sent that album to my nephew. My nephew and I have been doing this project, right? Where I've been sending him albums that I listened to when I was his age.
Oh
And,
my
you know,
God, I
whatever.
created a playlist for my nephews.
That's fire. I think that's what I need to do.
I'm failing.
I can't send him full.
Failing. I'm not doing these things with my nephews. I'm like, yo, who you
Let's
listen
do it
to?
together.
Who you listen to?
No, I can't send
I
him
listen to the music they listen
I can't
to.
send
The
him
opposite.
full albums, right? I can't send him full albums anymore because
Yeah.
They're not gonna sit through it.
I sent him Stillmatic, and he was just like, I was like, "Did you find a song you liked?" He was Illmatic. Sorry, Illmatic. I said, "You find a song you like?" He was like, "Nah, not really."
I get it.
And I was like, I was so disappointed. But I sent
You
him.
shouldn't be.
I sent him Biggie and Get Rich or Die Trying. All the songs that he liked in Get Rich or Die Trying are the songs that 50 Years singing on. So it's like, and shit that he's
I was
harmonizing on.
saying, you can't be disappointed.
And all the songs that Pop Smoke did over.
Yeah.
So like, my sister said she was laughing because he was in the.
That shit bothers
Oh
me
no, sorry.
so much.
Yeah,
son.
it bothered me like crazy.
No, Pop Smoke
Are
is the
you
fucking
guys
cover
nuts?
artist.
No, he did 50's album over
R.I.P.
though. He really did 50's album over. So anyways, I remember just being like let down, like damn, like yo, you're not even. So I think what I have to do is I have to send him like just tracks. Just be like, yo, like here, like listen to this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Listen, I just started.
Or maybe
this
just
shit.
keep doing it.
no, I do want to do it because I want him to start appreciating just listening
Yeah.
to an album.
Album matters,
Not
yeah.
being like, yo, I like the baby. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then
Right.
be like, all right, well, did you listen to the whole album? No, I just listened to that because it's like we're like in a TikTok era.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look,
No, that's fire.
but it was more so, and I started it just doing
Yeah.
Nas, Jay-Z shit,
Yeah, no, that's
Biggie
great.
shit, just
Yeah.
like that, and putting specific tracks.
Yeah,
because
yeah, I think
I'm not
I need-
giving the fucking
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
He actually liked Big's album. right? He likes Big's album, but he was like,
DMX.
he was like, but there's one part where like, you know,
Punisher.
you can hear them having sex, and I was like, because there's a
Skits.
there's a skit.
Yeah.
I was
let
like,
him hear that?
90 skits.
and I was just like, yeah, don't listen to that part, or don't listen in front of mom, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he also wasn't. My mom told me that he was in the house singing, "I know what you heard about me," and calling himself a PIMP.
Yeah.
She's like,
That's funny.
She's not trying to hear that.
That fits his character, too.
That does fit his character. Motherfucker told me, "Yo, can you take me to get my ears pierced?"
He
And
wasn't
I was
even
like,
born, bro.
That's
I was,
my nigga.
yeah, it's wild. It's wild. He was born. I think he was born for the Carter 3.
That's
I'm
nuts,
so
son.
old. That shit made me feel so
Or
old.
Santana
nuts,
Town
man.
too.
Johnny.
Yo,
Of all the songs you,
what's-
can promote,
you know I feel bad.
why you
know
mention
I
it
feel
twice?
bad
You
about
never mentioned the song twice on a podcast.
So guys, so we have
Except for now.
we have a group chat, Purple Culture Champagne group chat called the Birthday Party because we're voting for Kanye 2024.
Yep.
And Handsome you actually been on a hot streak sending us good music, and I haven't thumbed them up enough.
Not
Yeah, that's
Kanye
true.
tracks. Get
That's
it?
true.
Good music.
but
Good job.
this shit that you sent today, Santana's Town too. I didn't even know that shit existed.
Yo,
That's why I said
you know
that.
it's funny.
I had no
it's funny
idea.
because I heard it exactly when he sent
And
it
you
too.
know I know a lot of bad music.
Yeah, me
like
too.
you know I know like those
You know
songs
what's
would be like,
interesting?
yo, Chetty, how do you know that song? I know a lot of bad
I've
music.
seen that song, and I was sure I knew that song.
It was on
and then
Back
I
Like Crack 8?
wait, and then I
Dog, it was on some
And then I
project
played it.
where Cameron's wearing like street shirts.
why did they put that up? That was a Dipset like compilation album.
Yeah, I guess it was when they were trying the whole Koch thing.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know one song from that mix from that album,
I
dog.
don't know either. Give me a little more.
Yeah, I got you. Sorry about that, man. You shouldn't even have to ask.
No, you're good. You're good.
You're rusty, bro. It's for
good.
respect.
No, I don't like being rusty. I thought it was on my game. If you see the way the show started,
I'll tell you one thing though. Like if you were my waiter,
the way I poured it.
I'm gonna treat you like Tiger Woods. So you guys saw the there's an article written about the cheapest tippers, celebrity tippers,
Yeah.
and they said that
Come
Tiger
on, dog.
Woods.
Look at Cameron's outfit, bro.
Yeah, this is not. Yo, he's wearing one of those like my boy died T-shirts.
He bought that shit on 125.
Yeah, nah.
And just threw it
I'm
on the album
gonna be honest with you. I don't even think this is Cameron. I think they Photoshop his face on like
It's a body double.
on a dude on the abs body. That's not Cameron. Cameron is not dressed like that.
Oh, I saw that. I'm like, yo,
Yo,
Cam,
true.
You're a liar, bro. You're not
that's
a
true. That's too
fashion
dark.
icon.
They put
That's
Cam,
too dark. That's too like serious. That's too
They
serious.
put Cam's face on Hell Rel's body.
Nah.
They made him post twice. That's
Hell Rose back there.
what I'm saying. They made him post twice.
It's the writer of writers.
Do the same thing again. Just Hellrow, come to the front.
Yo,
So like
shout out
this?
Rugal
It's
Rel.
like this?
Shout out Rugal Rel. Let's not make jokes, man.
That's my nigga.
It's like what I wouldn't do for a buck. That's Hellrow. Now that verse is
We
hard.
know.
Oh man. Come on, yo. So you saying Hell Rel's down to get a tip? Pause.
Yeah. He definitely will be a bad tipper. 'Cause he ain't got nothing in his wallet.
Yo, yeah.
Nah, like so they're saying that Tiger Woods be playing like these like $25,000 hands of like blackjack, and then when like the waitress comes around, you know, he's tipping like $2.
What?
No, yes, no. So for instance, right? Like I don't know if you guys gamble that much, right? No. But if you had a blackjack table and say you won like 2 G's. Yo, you're hitting I'm throwing like $100 chip to the
Y'all niggas some big spenders.
No, I'm being serious because it's one of those things where it's like perfect example.
Dude, I do
shout out
10%
to Fa. If I was like, yo, you got $2 on you, I was like, yeah, no doubt, we're in Vegas. I gave him those $2. He must have hit on a slot or something. I think he hit like a couple, like maybe $200-$300 or whatever. He goes, yo, it's my sugar right here. Hands it over, and I was like, oh, good luck.
Yeah.
So he gave me like $60.
Yeah,
I
but
was
Fa's
like, yo,
a good human being,
Yeah.
dog.
Yo, Fa's not Tiger Woods, though. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Tiger Woods is fucking loaded, dog.
Yeah, I
you know what I'm
agree.
saying? This is why we'll never, me and Fa will never be rich. We always say that. We're
tell
like,
ya.
yo, dogs, if I'm eating, we all eating, dogs. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like that.
I'm good. We good.
So,
Coming soon.
1,000%, man. Yeah, shout out to that. And so you, Tiger Woods, you paying $25,000 hands. I don't care if you lost like big.
Yeah.
You throw them like 50 or whatever. That's my opinion. But now, what I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys think it's fair that this stuff is being reported? Because they also have Jeremy Piven from Entourage. He actually paid someone by giving them the first season of Entourage. Like someone did something to like on his
Yes.
home.
You know what? I'm glad people are
Anyway,
doing that. Fuck that.
So that's what I asked you.
Fuck
You
that.
glad that people are bringing them out, or you glad
Yeah.
He gave them the first season Entourage. What do you mean?
the DVD of
Like a
Entourage?
DVD?
Yeah, nigga.
That's straight disrespectful.
Like if somebody had did something in the house, and,
Just so you can watch.
That's
me.
like when I used to work in the club. People used to leave me like quarters in the chip jar.
See, that's what I was to ask you.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, my
'Cause
nigga,
you've worked in
don't
service.
leave me anything, dog.
That is
real talk.
That
I'm
is
not joking.
ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
I'm not joking about
I
that.
get you.
A 50-cent tip? What would I look like to you, dog? What am I gonna do with 50 cents?
Well, that happened in our family, right?
Why do you have coins on you, dog?
Yeah,
at a
word up.
club?
And what do you think I'm gonna do with this shit? Who do you think I am? You're literally disrespecting me,
Pay
dog.
for the train to go home.
Exactly.
Hey,
Here, you may as well
they
be
said,
looking
yo,
at me like a homeless guy.
he
No
got-
offense to homeless
he needs
people, but
toll-
like, here you go.
Think he needs toll money. He's saying he's gonna take the bus and go.
He didn't even give me the whole toll money. He gave me like 10% of what I needed to get
Figure it
there.
out.
Like, yo, my nigga, I can't even get home with this shit, dog.
Exactly.
Like winter fresh is 35 cents now.
He gave me that. I don't got nothing on me. I got 50 cents.
Yeah.
Were you homeless
Son.
people?
I'd rather just tell you, yo, dogs. I
Facts.
have no cash on me,
Yo, and
man. And I promise you, I got you next week.
Bro, if you didn't say
and if I
anything
never
to
see
me,
you again,
and you didn't give me no tip,
Yeah.
that's better than that.
yeah, no, facts.
You know what I mean? Because that just means this is good enough for you, though. I'd rather you think, yo, I don't have what's good enough for you, than you to think, yo, this is good enough for you. 2 quarters.
Well, did you give him $1.42 in change?
Why?
Because he paid for something,
He paid for a coat.
right? And
I didn't give him no. Maybe I gave. I don't remember the details of the story, but maybe I gave him change. I'm sure I did.
It could have been he just left it there. Like, yeah, you know what? Whatever.
Nah, he put the 2 quarters in my jar. Like he put the quarters in the jar, in the tip jar. I remember that. It's like he's not the only person to do that. A few people have done that at the time.
See, that's
It's nuts.
You
dog.
gotta
see,
call
see,
them
that's,
out, bro.
See, that's weird.
Now
because
I would be like, I would act a certain way,
If
but
he
I'm
wanted
not
to
gonna-
give
Yo, here you go. Take that shit to your mom,
Nah,
fam.
I've literally. When people try to offer me shit like that, I've been like, nah, you're right. I should have probably done that though, straight up. But yo, I'm.
What you said?
I'm Joe's son.
I
I'm gonna
own
start
the
a problem.
fucking club,
I'm gonna
nigga.
start a problem.
Keep
Right,
rocking.
coach check every night.
fight at Kochak.
It's
a roll blast.
Nah, that definitely did happen.
Yo, wow, shit, bro.
that's wild.
That is
but
wild
like,
though. Yeah.
But like a person who tips bad, like what does that say about them? Like, would you ever date
Saying what?
Would you ever date a shorty that tip bad?
Yes, please.
Pause.
I don't know.
I dated a girl that tipped bad before,
But
so
that's
I'll
difficult
tell
to
about
say,
that,
you know
but
why?
go ahead.
Yeah,
Because-
I don't really pay
You know why it's
attention
difficult to say, though?
what they
Because-
tip, but
Because we usually the ones that pay and shit like that. You know what I mean? So like, if she tips bad, I can't explain it. Is she gonna control how you tip? Because you're usually gonna be the one to pay anyway. Right?
No, but
Am I
I'm
right
saying
or
if like
wrong?
if a girl's just like, yo, I got lunch, whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
nothing,
And you
nothing,
see her
nothing.
leave $1
but
and
she's
12
like
cents.
leaving like saying like
I'll discuss it.
Like
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I've dated someone that's
do you
done
know
that.
what the tip percentage should be?
I've done it before. I've been like, yo,
Okay.
is there a reason? You know, because I kind of got his
Brenda's
ass.
not cheap. She
No,
just probably had a bad day.
Brenda's never done that. Thankfully, for real. And if there's one thing too, I always say to people, always tip people in the fucking food industry though.
1,000%.
Like, yo, dog. Not
My
only because
my
of all
sister's
the
a
whole,
hostess
you
and a
work
waitress.
and you need
Yeah.
it, dog. You get 3 meals a day, 2 meals a day, whatever you do. Those meals matter so much to you. That's why even chefs should take their job pretty serious. I used to tell people all the time, like, yo, you're making. But regardless, like, you should always take care of the people who make your food because that's like
100%.
essential to your day. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? I made my bed once, either on a cruise or a hotel. I don't remember where the fuck we were at. And the other person said a comment like, that's what they get paid for. Like, then I was like, no, I know what they get paid for, but my mom's also a housekeeper, so I know what they got to go to.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
word up.
And it was like, oh, good point.
Yeah, word.
And it's
You have to go through that example because if you didn't give that example, you probably wouldn't have felt that was a great point.
right, like, but I do get I'm at a hotel. This is their job. Like,
Right.
I come in the towel, throw it on the floor. That's
Yeah.
not my problem. But sometimes, if it comes over my mind, I'm like, yo, let me make the bed.
Yeah, facts.
And I think of that shit like,
Facts.
yo, you see like the older people that have to work at these hotels.
No,
and
no,
you're like, yo, this lady.
Fellas, hide your cum
64.
towels in the
Dog.
closet. Don't leave it on the floor like Handsome does.
That's fucked up, Chatty. son.
Listen, man.
I'll leave my
Put
shit
them
under the
on
sink.
blast, son.
I'll leave my shit under the sink. I'll leave my shit under the sink.
I make sure I fold it when it's dry.
This nigga's retarded, son.
But I think about it. I was
Damn,
like,
we're in rare form.
We back. We back.
Oh shit, man, Voltron.
Y'all really thought a wrestling belt was gonna replace me?
You really thought Stone Cold?
whoa, no shade.
Yeah, no shade on the snow cold. That's my
Yeah,
shit right
hold
there.
on
You
a
looked
second.
over too, right? That's my
It's
shit.
over
right
there.
Yo, that's fire, son. Yo, that's so funny.
I mean, listen, man. Like, Should they pull their card? I don't know. But
because
if you're a
it should
celebrity,
say something about them though.
100%.
Like,
you're a celebrity. You
right.
should know I'm on watch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Even if that's not
what I
who
mean.
you
Not
are.
only that, but don't fake the funk with me. And if you're actually a bad person, I'm not going to support someone who's
Right.
a bad person
Yeah.
unless they could score 3 touchdowns a game. Then I would.
Check it out.
I'll
For the
support
for
the
the
bad guy,
Giants.
yeah.
But
If
check
you
it out.
fuck your girl up and you getting me a touchdown every game,
If Saquon Barkley's a bad tipper,
you're gonna be
but
like,
he's running at 2,000 yards.
I'm gonna keep that to myself. I'm never telling this story
Go
again.
ahead,
That's what
yo.
I'm gonna say.
drag your girl out the elevator.
Nah, he was
Get me
cool.
the ring.
Ray Rice, Ray Rice,
son.
Kareem Hunt.
Get me the
Crazy,
rings,
son.
man.
Yo, son.
No, but like similar to what I was saying before, even like think about it. The person who did that in the club, where you're trying to find out the details of what he did. If that was an artist, why wouldn't I go, or somebody big, like why wouldn't I go on Twitter? Because I don't know who that person was. It was a random person. But why wouldn't I go on and be like, yo, I cannot believe that fucking. I mean, I wouldn't probably do it, but am I mad that other people do it? No, definitely.
No,
not.
you would think
they should get called out on it.
You would think about the tweet.
I'm just not a snitch.
all night.
yeah, that too. You're right.
So if there was a murderer that lived down the block from you, I ain't snitching nobody from Harlem. I get somebody from DC out of town.
Nigga, Josh is leaving Kochek. That's it.
I ain't touching on nobody.
I'm out tonight.
Or maybe
Yeah, word,
maybe
son.
that shit happens at One Oak, but it don't happen here in Amnesia.
Words. That would be me. That would be me 100% for real.
Oh shit, man. I mean, yeah, I think tipping etiquette says something about the person. Like, you know what I mean? For this hour and a half, however long I'm at this restaurant, this person is taking care of me. You know what I mean? And, you know, like, it says a lot about you for you to just, like I said, I dated someone that was just like, it's their job type thing, right? And then one day, someone actually, the waiter said, like, are you kidding me? To her. It was a Chinese restaurant. You know, Chinese people don't play.
They don't play.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And
they
I was-
do not play.
I was-
You know
I
how
was
racist to
young.
say that Chinese people don't play, but
I
they
don't
don't.
think he said wow, but
And I was extra racist. I was the gravy on top of the racist.
this
My
nigga said he ate at the Last Dragon. Bruce Leroy.
Guys, Bruce Lee was my favorite freaking actor as a kid.
Bruce Lee or Bruce Leroy?
Right.
No, Bruce Lee.
Okay.
Bruce
Just, make
Leroy
sure. Just trying to be
can't
clear
act.
about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Teddy. I don't want to.
He was in one movie. You know what I'm saying? But I remember hers being like stank, and I remember being so embarrassed, like, and I was just also like, dang, like I probably should have just paid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because she wanted to do the whole like, no, I'm paying and stuff. And at the time, like, yo, we were like 19.
That
Not
sucks.
even that. It's a
That
woman.
sucks.
A woman
But
looks
at
at
the
it
same
like,
time, they look
can't
at it as
believe
like-
I just paid $40 for this. I'm not gonna give a second $8 tip.
Well, I knew a guy one time. Well, I know who he is. I'm just not gonna say who it is.
Let's do it.
Nah. But he would his mindset was, and he was a cheap tip, real bad tipper. And his mindset, I don't know if he still is, but his mindset was, yo, when I work in my job, nobody tips me. Nobody comes over my shoulder and be like, hey, good job, here you go.
You're not in a tipping job.
I know
dick.
it's not the I don't agree with him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that was his mindset.
Well,
And
let me
it
ask
went-
you
So
this.
waiters and waitresses, don't they make like only $7 an hour? But
Yeah,
because
my
because of
sister's
the
a
tip
waitress
thing,
and
right?
a
Because of the
hostess.
tip.
So I'm
that is true.
big as well as doing
Right.
like giving good tips.
Right.
Pause. But let's look at the other side of this. What if the person did give bad service? Like you're talking about a cheerful person that's come
true.
through
So
and like
that's what Jeremy Piven said, that the person gave him bad service. That's what he said.
But
oh,
you know,
the DVD person.
Yeah.
yeah, but you know what?
yeah.
He got to give you atrocious service for you to give him a slap in the face like that. Dog.
Especially if I'm a person,
Literally, you gotta spit in his food.
If I'm a person in like if I'm a celebrity, if I'm like someone like known, you know what I do, it matters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So I don't want, you know, and not only that, but like if I go to Bully, I'm not tipping anybody cheap.
Yeah.
Because that's a spot that I go to on the
Yeah,
regs.
but you're part
Exactly.
owner, so it's
You know
like you're putting money in your own pocket.
Not
Is he
all,
not?
not all Indians own Queens Bully.
That's what I thought.
Oh, we got a special announcement at the end of the show too. By the way,
That's what I thought.
Oh yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? But like, yo, if I'm a regular at a spot, like yo, here, perfect example. We went to Hooters with Jigs. We left more than enough tip,
Yeah,
right?
word.
You know what I mean? And he was just like, nah, but I know her.
Yeah.
And I like her. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? She's good.
Yeah.
And he made sure to put a little extra on it because that's a regular spot that he goes to.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't want this girl to know these broke ass niggas just left.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly what happened
You
too.
know
Because
what I
we
mean?
gave him like 5% tip, I think it was, which is like good enough.
Nigga, you crazy?
Don't throw me in that.
Hell no. This nigga said that shit mad serious over.
There was
so
only
scared.
one guy there trying to do that.
That would
Yagi,
never happen.
We were not gonna participate with you, bro.
I'd rather get canceled for handsome saying that to get canceled for he's a cheap bastard.
5% tip.
So episode 99.
Chetty did not play along.
So episode 99 is where they
I was
talk about being
confused.
chief
Both of y'all
sippers.
niggas, yeah.
Episode 35, they said something about trannies. I'm good on that. Don't call me cheap,
cover all the
though.
bases.
Don't call me cheap.
Yeah. Real talk.
That's funny as shit.
Nah, I just, yeah. And yo, that point that you made though, like I like that with the whole when your boy was like, yo, nobody like tips me like at my job and stuff. But I feel like when you are in certain like in a corporate position, I feel like one, the salary is usually, up to par, right? So so the service that you're providing, like you and I are in a service position, right? We're serving clients, right? So based off how good we do,
I know why you find that funny.
what's that?
Because he's serving clients. He's like on some street shit. No,
So
that's not what I thought, dog. I thought you meant serving. What the
this nigga's
fuck?
wildin'.
This nigga took it to like 3 levels up, bro.
I used to sell crack on 108.
I'm wondering about you, nigga. Why
Yo,
you think
son.
about dick so much?
107.
Nigga think
Well,
about dick
that.
way too much.
Because I like my dick.
That's great justification, dog. You should.
This is wild.
Pause.
This is wild. Never leave again. Never leave again. Don't leave me with this. Don't leave me with this.
Well, first of all, though,
Well, first of all, let's get back on the rails.
No, let's go back to
We
this
went
guy. It's a different industry, right?
Yeah.
It was like I used to pull that card on people when I was in the car biz, right? And they'll come and try to negotiate the car price. I'm like, yo, you negotiated the TV you bought at Best Buy? Because not for nothing. Well, that's different. I'm like, what's the difference? There's a sticker price there, sticker price here, fam.
Right.
I knew the difference. I'm
Yeah.
not a dickhead.
Industry.
Right?
Industry
It's
is
a different industry, right? But to say like, oh, I don't get tipped at my job, yeah, you're not supposed to.
Yeah,
Your
exactly.
salaries
Yeah,
are
yeah,
tipped.
No, you're right.
Right.
I agree because I've worked in positions where exactly what you're saying right now. Obviously, I worked in that kind of service industry where it's like I'm getting paid so minimal on my check that it's literally just covering like the taxes. I come
It's covering me getting here.
No lie,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking. And Amnesia was so tip based, pause, that it was literally me getting like maybe $60 every check, which is like bi-weekly. But I made basically all my money on tips.
You're supposed to. That's it.
Nah,
Yeah.
I
When I
agree.
did the exit shit.
But I don't think people really understand that.
Right. They don't. They think you got a job at the top club in NYC.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you, Kate.
No, people used to always say shit like that. Like everyone in here got to be making crazy money. Like, all right, y'all niggas don't know how to do math.
They don't know
Motherfuckers
any
that-
industry, bro.
Pocket watch, yo.
Yeah,
exactly.
Count my pockets.
Without knowing the
Cock it.
details. Without knowing details. But like I said, like a lot of I feel like, and that's my thing with celebrities. I feel like literally, you're talking about $2, $3, $40 doesn't change anything about their value. It doesn't hurt them in any way. It's literally a drop in the bucket. It's literally like pennies to us.
Yes.
$2 is like a fucking tenth of a penny.
And
That's beyond a slap in the face. That person may as well just fucking fuck your wife, and then that's why you gave him $2 tip. Because $2 tip is not even doing anything for them except offending them. So why
Right.
you want to offend them? You know what I'm saying? Like, did he do something to you?
I'd rather you say I didn't write my own rhymes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I
me,
like that.
Like we're getting a Kendrick, so
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Well, by the way, Edgar, you are correct. You made me concede. Nas does not. I mean, Nas. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that one. Drake does not have a classic rap album.
Because Nas has a couple. Be real with you.
Yeah, Nas does have a couple.
You know what sucks about that?
More like
not
a
to change
trouble.
not to change the subject a little bit, but
You do. Go ahead.
yeah, I do. But isn't classic be thrown around a lot easier now?
100%,
Right?
dude. 100%.
Back in the day, in like late '90s, it was like you really didn't even throw that word around.
You needed
unless
the 5
it was
mics.
Fucking exactly. Unless it was stamped concrete.
unless Benzino told me
No,
that
but
his
Benzino,
Sadly.
Benzino fucked that up.
He did.
When I saw Mega get 3.5 mics, I'm like, are we hearing the same project
Look,
right now?
You're right. You're right. But the fact that you turned to Mega of all projects, though, like that he gave less mics.
You heard the true meaning,
The first
did I?
thing you could do is go to Eminem, obviously.
But did you hear
With
the
Benzino.
true meaning?
Like, I love the true meaning. I love the true meaning more than the realness. Even
know
though
you
now
do.
I probably like the realness more.
I think
But, like,
Get Rich got 3.5.
that's nuts.
But he's M's man.
I don't give a
right?
fuck.
Yeah.
But that's the problem.
And
exactly.
that's
Yeah,
the problem.
yeah, yeah.
So you know what? That's the best example.
started
And
this
then
shit.
That's literally the best example.
The clapback.
3.5 for Get Rich.
The clapback album
Get Rich
by
is-
Ja got 4. You see what I'm saying?
Get Rich
so you're
is-
telling
is-
me that that album, it was Exodus, is better than Exodus had New York
I
on
don't
it though.
even know what
Had
the
New
name
York
of that
on it,
shit
though.
was. It was like
Exodus, Blood in My Eye, maybe. That's
Yes,
what it's
yeah,
called.
I think it was Blood in My Eye, yeah, man.
Y'all know these names? What's wrong with you?
I remember Blood.
Yo,
being
nigga,
in
I'm
the
G-Unit,
title.
yo. I gotta know this stuff.
I just remember Vinny Vici. Is Ja Rule album?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
What is it?
That's the only Ja Rule album I know.
I think it's one of his more
Title
popular
too.
ones, though. No,
That's hollow.
That was his first album.
No,
Yeah, it's like-
Pain is Love. That was his big album.
Okay,
that was like
we're marrying.
That's what I'm saying.
That was with
I
the
did not know the name of that
More
album.
singing.
Rainy
Josh.
Days.
Rainy Days and stuff. Yeah.
That's the first time I discovered Burberry.
He had hits. He had hits. That was like living it up and all that shit. Whatever. But can we not talk about Ja Rule and then transition to Kendrick and right, talk about like good rappers?
Sure.
And, like transition. This is like a bad
moment we've
it's
been
like
waiting
it's like
for.
a terrible transition.
Ever since he said, "I fucking annihilate your top 5," I've been waiting for this album.
And then he didn't annihilate nobody.
Nah,
He just he said,
but he's smart.
he just got a lot of shit off his chest.
yeah, he's not. It's fact.
You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
he's smart. He said, "Yo, I know what's gonna get your attention. I need your attention. I need your attention dramatically because I'm about to fucking hit you with shit about what's going on right now." And he did a great job at that, man. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. This
Yeah, we'll give it up.
definitely a
1,000%.
4.5 mic album. I love it. And it's a double album, which is real tough to do at these times.
For sure. Even though it's like a different double album, it's like 9-track each side, but it doesn't matter.
Still
So
dope.
everything's
I agree.
so saturated and like.
Well, it was 2 different albums. If
It
you
was.
really pay attention to the structure of it, and album 2 is my favorite, personally. Album 2,
It basically, album 2 is way deeper,
yeah.
and album 1 is a little bit like lighter, just Kendrick just going off flows. And all
And,
that
no,
kind
and
of
let's
shit.
give another applaud to having Kodak do what Kodak did.
So
That was dope.
That was my
The interlude,
that was
all
gonna
that
be
shit was dope.
Yo,
was gonna
Kodak's
be
a smart person.
Nah, he is.
You hear when he was doing the little dialogue shit? I'm like,
But you know what
did
I heard?
Kendrick write this?
But you know, I thought the same shit. But you know what I heard? I heard that if you really listen to Kodak's projects, that he actually does talk about some real
That he
shit. Like he's
spits.
actually
Yes.
Yeah, but after
Yeah.
this, I went back,
Yeah,
and
you
that's
did.
why I did it, because his verse on Savior,
no, he was
not Savior, the other one right before
like
Savior.
pew.
Yeah, like pew.
Yeah,
that's
that's
my
your
shit
song
right
right there.
there.
Pushing them all on me like pew. Yeah.
Because that's what I do.
That's,
His verse on that was
that's the name of the
fire,
song.
and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I just always hear him as a cool rapper, like funny to listen to, just because he's
Silent Hill.
entertaining. Yes, Silent Hill, like the game.
Yeah. So he said he's entertaining. That's why you like to listen to him. Yeah.
That's
Kodak,
it.
Yeah.
But this time I was like, oh shit, this kid says shit.
Yeah.
And it took Kendrick saying like, nah, look, like
Yeah.
this, I didn't put him on here for fun. Kendrick does everything's
That's
calculated.
what I was gonna say. I was literally gonna say that next. I think that everything's for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna look back at Kendrick Lamar's career, you're gonna say that you're gonna
that
see
Buried
that
Alive interlude was amazing.
he had he had Kid Capri, a New York DJ, host his album. Right now, he has Kodak Black doing the skits. Like,
Facts.
you don't know what to expect from him. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
expected
there's
Well, so and
You
I
guys
think
was
wait,
which is like
I want to
which
add
is
to
like-
that. I think his first album he had Tiny as his mom, and Snoop on the album too. Snoop was one of the voices.
Yes, Tiny was his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. T.I.'s girl. T.I.'s wife.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tiny was his mom.
Let's
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
shortchanger. Legendary R&B singer.
Yes,
even know
from
who-
Escape.
You know,
Yes.
damn, I was gonna tell you. I wanted to hear him say
Destiny's
that.
Child.
You saw that? Lil Jon said that. You saw that?
Yeah, but he said that just to be nice to.
Nah, both of them. Him and I don't know who
well,
that girl
she's
is.
from Escape.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's
Okay.
why the question was there, but she's like, yeah, we paved the way for Destiny's Child. You know you did.
No, they're mad talented, but they're not Destiny.
Yeah,
Child.
it's
They're
not.
amazing. Like Escape is great.
That
but
was
they're
like
not.
SWV, maybe more.
Yeah, that's the
U
battle that should
double
be.
V?
Yes, yeah.
And they did.
Oh,
They did.
they wanted to battle Destiny's Child.
No, they just asked him in the radio show, like
okay.
who you
They
pick.
said Snoop or Diddy. Obviously Snoop. Talking about like who's better. Jay or Kanye. They went with Jay.
Some of them did. Lil Jon went with Kanye, I think.
Nah, I mean Jay is the way better rapper and shit
Yeah,
like that.
no,
but
not a question.
overall, musically, it's a different question.
Yeah, it's gonna be Kanye. You're right, but I agree with everything you're saying right now.
Even business wise, right now, it's kind of like wait.
I agree. It is like a business because you know what?
The fuck has Ye been doing behind
think,
your backs?
I think everyone's gonna agree with. I don't want to go down that route. Don't worry.
Well,
about it.
and now, Kendrick. Let's see what he's doing business wise. This made me look at PG Lang a little different too.
Yeah, what do you guys think that's gonna be like?
I think it's a cult.
Well, first, nah.
I think
They're all gonna walk out like this.
yeah, right. You know what I mean? That'll be ill.
Kendrick is smart. I realized
It's an
on this
Eckhart Tolle
project-
cult.
Yeah, it could be. New Earth. Those of you that don't know, haven't read the
shit.
book.
Yeah.
Not
Not Scientology. I don't want to confuse Eckhart Tolle with Scientology.
Yeah,
I'm
not
sorry.
Scientology. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
None of this is
People
real.
look at it like that on the surface.
Spend your money.
Yes.
None of this is real.
We're living in an alternate universe. We're in a black hole.
None of this is real.
2012.
in this alternate universe, you still need
Yo,
money
I
to
fucked
function.
Chetty's head up.
I'm gonna be dripping.
Fuck Jenny's
You fuck,
head.
yeah, y'all
Hold on.
niggas fucked up. y'all niggas fucked up. I'm selling off all the assets, man. Niggas fucked up.
Chetty's mentioned that twice in the show, so I know you've been thinking about it since that moment.
1,000%. I'm gonna look like Gucci Mane.
He's
next time you
depressed.
see me. Yes, I'm gonna have a snow cone tattooed on my fucking face.
But this album brought up a lot of different questions and stuff, and a lot of realizations for me as a Kendrick fan, right? Because the conversation came up in our group where we, kind of like you said, it was blasphemous to say he's better than Nas, right? And you were like, well, he kind of
he has an argument. There's an argument.
There's not an argument. I think he is, right? But on a different level. And this is why I got to.
That's what I mean.
My words
I agree
wisely, because I don't think as a musician he's better than Nas, right? Like Nas still understands that music is your personal thing, but also for the listener. And I think Kendrick is in a position personally where he don't give a fuck about the listener. He still does because he's a rapper, right? But he's a better artist at projecting his thoughts.
Based off the numbers, though, aren't the listeners taking it in?
Well, I was actually going to...
The numbers were low, and I know why they're low.
No, I'm saying that they're taking them in. No, he has like 4 tracks like on Billboard right now.
He has the number one selling out on Billboard, but if you compare to what even CLB did, Donda did,
Oh, you're talking about that.
Cole did,
Yeah, for sure.
all these people, they were higher numbers, right? But because this is a tougher listen for a regular
I agree.
listener.
It's a heavy listen.
It's a heavy listen. It's a lot of deep diving, and that's where Kendrick is at career-wise. Like, he don't give a fuck.
That's true.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. He's an artist, right? So PG Lang,
Well,
now I looked at it when he did Baby Keem, and he has Leona, whatever the other guy, the singer dude that was on that
female
project
name.
as well. Yeah,
I'm serious. I thought that
no
was
such thing as a female name anymore.
Okay, that's what I thought. I apologize for being ignorant.
Oh my god,
That's what I'm here
what's
for.
a female?
That's what I'm here for.
I was.
There is nothing.
I didn't need. I was looking for that like
Johnny's evolving.
that banger though.
4 hours.
And I don't think this album wasn't supposed to have it.
Yeah.
But I was looking for that like.
This is
I'm letting
untitled.
y'all niggas know what time it is.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you wanted it because we waited so long.
Yeah.
But I think he had writer's block before, and I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy to have such an
amazing song.
And
I love it.
It's crazy because his writer's block may be like Kendrick Lamar, in my opinion, if he wanted to. And I don't like doing this. Like, well, if this guy wanted to learn how to shoot threes, he would have shot threes.
Yeah, Ali will take you down.
I feel like what's that?
Yeah. Oh, if.
Yeah. No, he's right. But he has points. He has points, but I think his writer's block is like, he could have done like a simple like club record and it would have been banging and stuff like that. And he could have given you that like bubblegum material if he wanted to. Yeah. But I think he knows that he has to come like.
Nah, he was disgusted.
You know what I mean?
I understand that.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
I do dog. How many times when I was writing like a lot of when I was really writing a lot of music, I remember the reason literally why I reached a point where I was like, it was, and I'm still in that writer's block basically for I don't know how many years. It was like, what the fuck do I want to talk about that matters? Because just rhyming words and just having a cool beat and all of that is like, you keep doing that shit over and over again.
It's like M's a rapper's rapper, right? Yeah. But when Eminem was personal, when he was talking about Kim and like,
M is
Haley.
Rapper's a rapper.
Kim was the original We Cry Together.
You know what I'm saying?
It was.
I mean, 97 Bonnie and Clyde?
Yeah,
just the two of us?
Nah, that song, the story was the content.
But you see what I'm saying, though? But now M is like lyrical miracle.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You know what I'm saying?
No
Which
content.
is like,
he's just rapping the rap.
He'll bar you up and he'll say like slick shit and stuff. But like for me, if he was gonna do that, I'd rather him just take shots at like certain dudes. Because this way you could just be like, all right, well, I'm nasty.
Music to Murder to or whatever that shit was, or you try to like murder everybody or whatever.
Right, but I'd rather it. But for me, but he never said anybody's name. You know what I'm saying? So like M is just nice, right?
Yeah.
But for this, like I wanted that. I didn't get it. I know that that's not what he was looking for, but I wanted that like. Nobody prayed for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Nobody
and then he just came, killed these niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, with
that's why I think
in the video dressed up as Kung Fu Kenny.
Yeah.
That's why I think the Nas comparison is a great one, right? Because
does Nas have those albums too?
He did.
I think Streets Disciple. And if I listen to Streets Disciple and this,
I agree.
I compared both of them. I'm like, yet people shitted on Nas.
You sound like Chris.
No, but it's true. People shitted on Nas.
No, I'll be honest with you though.
For the Sekou story and doing all
a lot of
stuff.
people like Street. I got to keep going back to Street Disciple because I've heard it a couple of times and it doesn't stick to me like that. But whatever.
It
I don't
won't.
want to.
But it's the same thing I
Maybe
say
it's not the
about
right
this
time.
album. There's certain songs that I would have just been like, Duke, and made it a one album thing.
Yeah.
Like at first, when I first heard this album, I was just like, everything to me was magical.
I
Right?
was
Maybe because I missed them, like
Okay.
or whatever. But
Yeah, it could be
it's
that, too.
because the storyline. Remember, I'm big on storylines. Everything connected, right? But I also
Good
know
Kid, Mad City had a storyline.
Yeah,
right,
a
right,
person like Kendrick could have removed some of those songs and still made it all connect with a solid fucking 12-song project.
So you're saying he didn't need the double CD?
He didn't. He didn't need the 18 tracks, but I understand why he did it.
Because he's been going for so long.
No, well, that too, but it's also because he's painting. He's a playwright, right? So the shit really came out like a movie. I see everything tackle and attach,
yeah.
right?
So like I can't take that away.
Yeah.
I can't take that song away because it
Correct.
fits the storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yo,
it fits everything.
I forgot what beat that I was like, holy. A lot of those beats are Nas beats, dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
For Father Time.
Father Time is an amazing song. Dude.
Seriously.
Father Time, Crown, Savior. What else is the shit?
How'd
that
you guys
I
feel about the
fuck with?
production on the album?
I thought it was really good.
Yep.
I liked it a lot.
I didn't like some of it. I kind of, it felt to me like, again, an old Nas project where people didn't understand the beat,
Yeah.
but it did what he needed.
Yeah.
So if you talk to a real Nas fan, like now that he linked up with Hit Boy, they like love it because it's like
I agree.
he actually got somebody who produced
I think
it.
that's why Nas is
Where-
on a different level.
That's what I was
Nas
going to
gotta
say.
produce
Nas
it.
had a writer's block for a minute
Nas
because
had
he was
some-
just giving
yeah.
you music to give you music.
because he didn't know what he didn't know. He didn't,
or to
he didn't
fulfill
know,
his album,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
it is
Nah,
at
he didn't
the
know what
time.
he didn't have a direction. He didn't know what producer to use. He was
Hit
all over
Boy
the place. He
said-
was trying different things.
Yeah, I got this idea. Bro.
Yeah.
Because even
Hit Boy's
Kanye
a
tried
Nas
it, and
fan,
that was a
bro.
good project in my eyes.
I'm still
think so, too.
still playing "Oh Me Back" though if I'm DJing. That shit slaps. When
Nah,
people,
that's why
people. It's crazy that people make fun of that song, but if I play that shit,
they're liars. They're
Yo,
pieces
dog,
of
this
This
shit,
is what I'm
bro.
trying to tell you about. No. Johnny's right.
I'm laughing.
No, Johnny's right, dog. And I'm gonna take
Yeah.
it back to an old argument. Johnny's
Okay.
right. This is what happens.
Not quick to back down.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. This is what
Starting
happens
bar
when narratives
fights.
in hip hop carry and everyone just accepts it, but people don't really think about their. Jay,
Go ahead. No,
the Jay album that you always talk about, Kingdom Come.
Facts.
It's hip hop
No, but
narrative.
he feels justified.
It's hip hop
because
narrative.
2 songs were on
Yeah,
B-Dot's
exactly.
list.
Oh, there were three. There were three.
3 songs.
Shout out to B Dot. Shout out to B Dot. You
What
know
3
what I'm
songs?
talking about.
I know anything was on there because I heard that. I saw the clip.
Anything and the
Hollywood.
Hollywood song.
Yeah, that's true.
He's
There's
making
one
up the
more.
third one.
There's
That's
one
true.
more.
He's making up the third one.
Hollywood and anything
There's
are
3
bad.
songs. There's 3
Hollywood is Hollywood is
There's 3
bad.
songs.
Hollywood is bad. It's the typical bad Jay-Z Beyonce song that he has like on a lot of albums. It's not the end of the world. I
Yo,
don't-
your wife be having you whipped.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what. No, him. Come on, dog.
I'm like, nigga, I'm not supporting
Yes,
it.
none of the Carter's music slaps.
I agree.
Wait,
None of
wait.
it
The
slaps.
What I'm
first
saying-
one did.
Which?
Of course,
Me and
yeah.
my
yeah.
girlfriend.
Even though Teddy agrees with me, he don't
even
like
like
that shit.
even
I know
like
you
He likes Crazy in Love.
even like
Crazy in Love is-
even
is-
Crazy in Love.
yeah.
Yeah.
Banger,
'Cause
nigga.
production.
The production was crazy.
Jay's bars.
Yeah.
It's a.
I agree.
There's
Everything
one,
else
there's,
after that was
there's one more Jay-Z.
horrific
There's one
accident.
more Jay-Z and Beyonce song that's good. I
Oh, we
forgot.
gonna take it to the moon.
Lift off. Nah, lift off. Nah, not lift off.
Yo, Jay. Yo, you did some crazy shit, bro.
I won't lie. The end of that song, no one's singing. It's just like they ended. Like, I think Kanye produced it and ended up like taking her vocals and just like
It was the dream.
repeating it.
Yeah.
And shit like that, just making a beat basically. It just
Yeah.
sounds dope in the end. That's it.
All right.
Listen to the last.
Yeah.
I'm
20
just happy it ended.
The last one. That's great.
Lift
I'll leave it at
off.
that. I'll leave it at
Christoph.
that. Yeah,
Shut the
Damn,
fuck up.
that
bro.
wasn't good. And that was the second
bad.
song on a fucking great album.
On
It's almost like he wanted you to do
yeah.
this stuff.
Jay's like, nah, my wife is here.
is
She
it a
gonna be on the second album.
is it a classic? Like that barred up, like that
That's
could be a
close.
classic,
That's
man.
close.
That's close to being a classic. I know we don't want to throw those out there and stuff, but
It's close.
that could be yeah.
If we're being strict, it's not.
What?
Watch the throne. If we're being strict,
Listen,
Ba-
let's stop
bars,
being strict.
bars,
Let's let go a
beats.
little bit.
okay.
Because
then it is.
let's talk about age factor and all shit. Like people like
Niggas in
throw there.
Paris, Otis.
Dog, that project.
You know
Prime-
why they recorded niggas in Paris?
Because niggas was in Paris. You know what's funny? You sold that good. I thought you were already gonna get.
I know. I'm
so you
not-
sold
I'm
that
nice.
good. You sold that good. You did.
Josh was like, because niggas was in
Yeah.
Paris.
Don't fuck up the joke. Don't fuck up the joke. Don't fuck it up.
I'll go back to my Take Care statement, right? Take Care is a classic album.
Damn, I'm good.
You just said in the beginning of the show.
Oh my god.
No,
Ladies
no.
and gentlemen, ladies and ugly men.
What did I say? What did I say? Edgar, you're right. It's not a classic rap album.
Okay.
Is it
But I
is
said
it Yankees'
it's,
birthday?
it's a hip hop album.
Oh, okay.
It really
Shout out
is. It's
to
because
Diggy.
people like write this shit on No Way Out, right? That to me is not a classic, but it can edge on there because if you listen to the songs
I'm
on
with
there,
you.
Hold up.
No
Hold
Way
up.
Out is Puff Daddy.
No. That's what I was about to say.
No, I know you know, but
No, you
No,
confused.
no,
am I
I'm saying-
gonna put?
It's a classic.
No, is No Way Out I don't know, man. That might be a classic.
Think about
No, they got a couple. No, actually, no, they got a couple of.
They got some cockadoodle songs.
Yeah, but they have like legendary
That's
songs.
my point.
And you know what? You know what I feel about that way?
Do those legendary songs overlap? Like, I know you guys don't like Izzo.
No, you're talking about dum dum dum.
No, but I don't like Izzo, but Izzo's not the worst song of all time, dog.
It's
Right.
one of them.
You know what I mean?
So
You a wildin', son.
Because like Illmatic, there is no bad song.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
There's no bad
Doggy
song.
Style. I used to feel that way about the Chronic and Doggy Style. I used to feel like, I guess because they're West Coast albums and I didn't really like, and I love West Coast music though, so which is weird. But I felt like those albums were similar. They had super highs, and then they had a little bit of songs in there, cuts in there that were a little bit fatty.
Yeah, and you can't knock a song and I call it a
Chronic has
classic
that. I don't know
album.
about Doggy Style, but Chronic has that
Yeah.
though. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Well, okay,
but
go
you
ahead.
can't
It's not the
call
worst thing in the
something-
world.
20 sack pyramid. Or
Yeah, it's not
something
the worst
like
thing.
that.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
If
but
you have 15 tracks and 3 of them are off, that doesn't automatically can't be a classic.
Yeah.
That's not true, right? Because America's Most Wanted, I don't know if anybody's at through that album. It had about 4 songs that were worthless.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Yo, sorry, West Coast people, but it's a classic.
Yeah.
It was a 5 mic album. It's heralded because of what Ice Cube's vision was,
Yeah.
and the time that he did it in.
And he's rapping over East Coast beats.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
gotta
yeah.
remember that.
Bomb
dude.
Squad. Yeah,
we gotta remember that. Not for nothing.
Shout out to Flavor Flav. Just had a
Looking
kid.
back,
Word
we
up.
might see it differently.
Chetty's a slick nigga. son.
Nah, man. Yo, grandpa, dad, whatever.
I'm doing so bad out here. I'm good. I don't need no more. I need to have a kid.
What we may view it as.
I was so sad. I'm so disappointed in myself. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
nah, it's cool.
It's good.
It's
bad.
I saw
It's bad.
Crunchy Black in Disney, and I got pictures of him.
You're lying.
You did?
You lying.
No, he's a performer now.
Yo.
I don't give a what?
I gotta show you guys.
No, he is.
You're
a
lying.
performer?
After the show, nah, it's not really him, but you know what I mean.
Come on,
Oh
nigga.
my
You
God.
just fucked everything up. Nigga. I was mad
No,
hype that you was out
mad,
Crunchy
yo.
Black.
Ah,
I
I'm
wanted
a
you to
bigot.
do the sipping on scissor
Yeah,
dance in front of
yeah,
me.
dog. The popping my collar. You couldn't even see him.
I told Sharice,
it's on
like,
TV.
yo, look, it's
Yeah,
Crunchy.
I'm not joking. In the
It's
back
Crunchy
seat.
Yeah, because the car was murdered out inside, and all you saw was just somebody smile, and I was like, oh,
He killed it
shit.
though. That song.
Crunchy's
He killed
there.
that song. So did Project Pat.
Oh,
I like Project Pat
I
a
didn't
lot.
mean to throw you
Underrated.
off with the.
I don't know where I was at, but it's funny.
You're talking about Crunchy Black performing it.
No, he wasn't. I don't want to go back to that. I want to go back to whatever he was talking
Yeah, I
about.
gotta see the
before that.
video footage I got.
1,000%, man.
I'm gonna post it on IG and get fucking banned.
I'm gonna try to help you get back on track. What you talking about? America's Most Wanted.
The classic status, right? Like everyone's so obsessed with it has to be 1,000% bangers. That's not a classic, bro.
Yeah.
That's false.
Yeah.
Stop living in that world. Not everything is gonna be that.
But why
way.
not?
Because
you know-
it's almost impossible.
Okay, but you're right. But there's been a few albums that done it, kind of. Like Good Kid, Mad City. Even if there's songs that you may not feel like, and it's not because of Kendrick,
Listen.
for real. It's just the idea of the
I'll say
album
right
is
now.
what makes it a classic almost.
Get
by
rich
itself.
or die trying.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a classic to me. There's nothing to skip.
That's exactly. So to me, it's like, yo,
Right?
if you really want to keep it to like the real best of the best, that's what I feel like. I understand when people
Okay,
hold
so
that
think
then,
standard.
then
so
let's
you
do
think
that
that
way.
just
Then
needs
we're
to be-
gonna discount so many albums.
I feel you.
But
you.
I-
But, that,
because
but isn't
I
that
feel
is that
like-
wrong to do that though?
No, because then the Chronic has got to get off of there.
Okay, that's fine. But
But the
Jay,
Chronic,
but
the
Jay,
Chronic changed a sound because they had. So then my thing with that
I get
is
it.
that
I get it.
I
That's
think,
my take care argument.
So you feel? Oh, okay.
that might take my. It's,
That was Dieggy's argument actually. Dieggy was
I
saying
found that funny that-
Niggas started
we're on the
making
same
music.
page.
Yeah, and I found it
No,
funny
it's crazy. That was his argument. That was his argument.
He said,
I didn't see it.
I'll
But-
be honest with you. I disagree that Take Care changed music. I think that Drake's style maybe,
Yeah.
but I don't think that Take Care changed music. But that's me though. I'm not going to argue with you.
you could
about
be
that.
right.
Drake's-
You like
Drake-
Thank Me Later.
Drake borrowed his style.
I do, but I don't think it was
from
amazing.
Migos, no?
His style?
Yeah. Did it?
Well, he took the Versace.
It wasn't there yet.
flow.
It wasn't there yet. Okay.
No, it was after that he did that. But
Yeah.
You guys,
Migos. Y'all gotta be.
you
I
guys,
gotta-
you guys think they're gonna break up for real?
Nah. It's all a marketing ploy.
You
Cardi
think
B's behind
You
it.
think it's unconfused?
She just took Playboy to like a whole nother level.
Yeah, I heard
don't you
about
saw
that.
that?
I heard
Yeah.
about that. That's great. I'm happy
fire.
for her, dog. Yeah,
That's fire, man.
Nah, it's
That's
fire.
fire.
She's still whack.
she is.
No, I'm just thinking what she
care,
did
dog.
though.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, yo,
No,
come on,
I'm
man.
saying business wise, she's on her shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
no,
that's
She's
what
not
I
an
mean.
idiot. That's
Yeah,
another person. We
Yeah,
can't
no
call her
question.
an idiot anymore.
I just actually saw the David Letterman interview with her, which was actually interesting.
What did she tell him?
What?
What she tell him?
It's just interesting because she's always herself.
No, she.
You know what I mean? So
and-
she was talking about how she grew up and saying like crazy stories, but she don't give a fuck. Like she's kind of just herself, really.
Well, she was
And
also-
that's
But it's
fire.
interesting because she's smart about it too. She's
But
like, yo, I was
she-
always, you know, like you said.
Well, they was saying that she was a part of the chicks that used to drug dudes and like take
Yeah,
them back
she-
to
no,
the
she
crib
said
and,
it.
like, and like steal money from them.
she said it.
And
Yeah.
that's a
That's
hustle.
like that
Greg.
movie Hustlers that she was in
Yeah.
with Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
They were doing it to niggas downtown and
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure she fed
may
into
have-
that too.
I may
She-
or may have not gone to this spot.
Yeah.
You may not
cheap.
experience
I
that.
definitely did.
This shit, yo, this shit,
Yo,
this shit,
rate me.
yo, this shit was crazy, yo. It's a fucking.
this $14,000
You walk through,
Amex bill?
yo, you walk through a fucking deli, and in the back of the deli.
Okay, yeah,
the
I've
joint
heard of
is
shit
back
like that.
there.
Yeah, I've heard of shit like that.
That's called chicas.
Yeah.
No, I'm
They
telling
got those
you,
in Corona,
not
a couple
downtown.
spots, if you know the right
Not
people.
downtown. Not downtown.
You talking about the basement spot that they
I'm
locked
talking
up
about
during COVID?
I remember lunchtime.
Corona.
I remember lunchtime. Me going there to get like a grilled cheese, and I just see people going through like this curtain, and I'm just like,
Or like Great Gatsby.
"This is wild."
Yeah.
And I was
kind
like,
of like that.
"Yo,
For real. That's ill.
this is like a speakeasy of ass."
Yeah, that's ill. That's ill. Son. That's
I
ill.
like that.
You know what I mean?
Word.
But that's the spot that got busted for like, chicks was doing that to do. So I know she was so. But
She got in trouble for that too.
One thing she mentioned though, like she was saying that like I don't talk about any of this political stuff like in my music, but I have like so many of these views.
You
like,
saw this?
on
You
certain
saw the
things.
interview?
Yeah, I saw.
Okay,
I
good.
saw
Same
her
thing. Yeah,
speak
exactly.
on Facebook at one point about certain things, and
And
I'm
she
like,
made sense, which
Nah.
sucked.
Yeah.
Not sucked, but it was just kind of like because the delivery still.
Yeah,
yeah,
nah,
but
I
she's
agree.
still a girl, so it's kind of.
But you know what? I do like that though, Chetty. No, but you know what, Chetty?
You just said.
I know I did.
Still a girl.
I'm mad that I let him get that off, man.
What? It's true. It's like,
Nigga had me caught up in another
look at a
thought.
girl thinking and using her voice.
Yo, Johnny, you are a troll, son. You are a troll, son.
We need Cardi to actually talk.
You love
about,
the hate, man.
If you're saying that Cardi does have like some type of like say or movement, she needs to talk up for what's going on with YSL right now.
Yeah,
You guys heard about the RICO charges that they caught.
of course.
Well, that's why Migos are breaking up,
This is insane.
because now they have solo careers they could do because YSL's out the way.
That was their plan.
Yeah, that gun is out the way. That's
So,
it.
Unc and Few are gonna get together.
Uncle
Uncle
Few.
Few.
Unc and Few are gonna get together.
Yeah, no, honestly, there's a spot open right now.
How is it that?
Nah, that's fucking crazy.
How is it
It's
that
nuts. It's sad,
they are bringing up charges from 2012 of stuff like gang activity that they did supposedly? The only thing I could think is that someone flipped them in their camp, right?
Yeah.
Like someone just straight up just sold them down the river, right?
It has to be. And to the
Because they're
point,
saying they had a case on them like the whole
It's
time.
like, yo, why you still? Yo, listen.
we don't know that, Johnny. We don't know what we about to
Well,
say.
in Atlanta.
Nah, I don't know.
He
It's
said
not.
why-
It's alleged.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Because he said,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
are you still...
I'm
so-
saying, why are you still involved in that type of shit? If you are,
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
I
I'm
got
not
you.
saying they're
But
doing
he's
it.
saying it's a company. It's never was a gang. That's what he's saying. He's saying it was never was.
And
a
I
gang.
don't believe Young Thug is a gangster, right? Like, I don't believe Gunna is a gang. I don't believe rappers.
Well, I agree with you. But could they have been that before?
They were saying
or
that
affiliated
they
with
were
people
saying that
Well,
before?
look at Casanova.
They're saying that they're shot callers though.
But beyond that, though,
So like they might not be the guy, but they got enough to make things happen.
but you know what's
right?
confusing about that? Remember before? I don't know if we talked about it.
Who
in
are
the
they
show.
getting accused of killing?
So they
No, it's actually another rapper. What's his name?
so it was attempted murder in jail.
Yeah.
What was his name? Not YFN.
Is that right? No, YFN Lucci, maybe?
Yeah, YFN Lucci. Thank
okay,
you.
no problem.
So they
I don't know why I said no problem. But whatever.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's why you're here. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
If it was Melly, Josh is gonna go crazy.
If it was the belt, yeah, you know, Melly, they say that he might, he has a chance to like beat that case or something like that. I know,
Hanson
he
would have
is.
fucking told me it's nature
He has a
because
chance
he
to beat
hates
that
nature.
case.
You'd be like, yo, it's nature that did that.
Yeah, word, he does. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
does.
said, yo,
I do
it had
not.
to be nature.
He took
Mega
mega
knocked him
spot.
out,
He
dog.
took mega
Yeah,
spot.
he
That's
did.
why.
He did.
He didn't
Megan
take
didn't want
mega
the
spot. He didn't want it.
He didn't. Steve Stout tried to sign him. Mega said no, bro.
Hanson got offended, son.
Well, in Atlanta, they don't have. They don't
Nature's
have
6'2". Mega's
I'll tell you right now,
5'7".
Mega's definitely gonna appreciate that right now when he sees that clip.
Coming soon. I hope.
Why you looking at me?
Yeah, he looked right
I
at you.
don't know.
I got his number though.
Yo, Mikey likes. Might need that little favor.
Which one, the ice cream or the Mega?
Mega dogs. You keep the ice cream. No
It's
offense.
crazy because in New York they
amazing
just passed the law with you can't use rap lyrics in cases.
Yeah.
But like Atlanta doesn't have that same. So you know it makes me wonder like so what happens to Casanova now because he had he didn't have it. It wasn't rap lyrics. It was actually an interview of him saying that I'm an ape. And like saying that he like I might not be with them, but I'm still an ape.
Yeah.
And that's what they brought
And
them
then
up on
Yayo
charges.
shows up on the same show.
No, he did on Nick Cannon. Casanova did.
He did it with Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon snitching?
No, he did on Nick Cannon show.
They just saw
He
it
did on Nick Cannon show?
Well, maybe
Yeah.
Well, he did talk though on Vlad.
He's been on Vlad as well before.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
that's what he was. his
When
main
he
thing.
made the comments about being an ape though, that was with Nick Cannon though. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Fat Joe was saying, man. Y'all be trying too hard to prove you're somebody.
And I'm glad you brought up Fat Joe because
Yeah.
that's what's crazy. These are not the first rappers to be part of a group that really was about it.
Yeah.
We were talking about it before. Terror Squad, everyone knows. In New York,
Josh told me
specifically.
off camera he saw Terror Squad people stab people.
I didn't say that. Johnny's exaggerating like he always does.
He mentioned names. He mentioned beep, beep.
Like they don't see your mouth saying beep. Nah.
Oh shit!
But Terror Squad are some real dudes.
Nah, they
I mean,
are.
they have a lot of stories of even being real
It's
dudes.
been known.
So-
Pistol Pete has been on camera talking about this
My
shit.
point. It's been known.
Yeah.
YSL shit is not even. I mean, not that I know of.
yeah, maybe in the South it's like a big.
But maybe.
you know.
But and I'm sure that they
Let's
did an investigation, so it's legit.
Right.
But I'm just saying it's interesting because if you want, you could just do an investigation on. No offense, I'm not trying to put nobody's business out there. But they say it themselves.
Yeah,
so why
but-
wouldn't you just investigate groups like Terror Squad and shit? Like, don't do it.
Well, it's
don't
also,
do it.
It's
Cops.
also interesting. Like,
Don't do
why
it.
why
Hanson
is
started
why is
sweating.
Gunna not
I don't
seeing?
want these niggas after me.
These Puerto Ricans for the Bronx.
Gunna doesn't have a hearing until January.
That's
Yeah.
abusive.
That's wild.
That is
100% abusive.
It wouldn't be that way if he wasn't a rapper.
Nah.
So what happens if he gets
Black,
acquitted?
all
What
that,
happens
you
if
know?
he gets acquitted of all this? Then is he gonna get lost wages from Atlanta back to him?
He needs to
This is
sue.
part of the process.
Well, that's like
What
we
do
were
you need
talking
to,
earlier.
What do you need to
I'm
think
with
about
you.
this long?
I'm with you.
You know what I'm
guys.
saying?
We got to make sure we do it right. It's part of the
Yeah,
process.
they're trying to set an example, man.
Exact. No, that's bottom line.
That's it.
Bottom line. That's some bullshit.
They're trying to set an example is what the New York mayor is trying to do as well. Like, we're a bunch of clowns.
Yeah, that's
man.
sad for Gunna, man.
It is.
Gunna-
He just dropped like
It's sad
his-
for everybody. Exactly. But Gunna's on the up and up.
Dude,
man.
just
Yeah.
pushing
Come
P,
up
trying to
still.
make shit happen.
Exactly. He
And,
just had his biggest moment,
Yeah.
and this shit happens. Man. That shit sucks. He was just with Chloe
I mean,
Bailey.
they showed video, of Thugger saying that, though. Like, it's going to catch up to me.
He said that shit that he did in the past, though.
Yeah, he's
It's
like,
fucked up. It's
that
fucked up to say that,
the
yeah.
energy's out there. It's going to catch up to
Yeah,
me.
it's fucked up. Yeah, he said at the Breakfast Club. I forgot who he said that to, but he did say that he was just like, "Yo, I've done shit in the past." Like it's kind of like that Mike Tyson thing when Mike Tyson got arrested for they tried to say that he raped a girl, and he said, you know, he wrote one of these writers like Bob Costas or someone one of these writers. Oh, Jim Gray. He wrote him a letter and he goes, "Yo, like what they saying I did, I didn't do." But for all the stuff that I've done in the past, I deserve to be here.
Yeah.
So it's wild that like Thug kind of knew this was coming, man. You know,
Yeah,
I don't know.
that shit happens like that, though.
It's
It
so
does.
crazy,
It does happen
man.
like that,
It's
man.
so crazy, man. Like he just knew like what was out there in the world was gonna come. Oh no, and you know what's another thing too that they're linking him to when Lil Wayne's bus got shot. They're saying it's on when he did Barter 6 and stuff like
yeah,
that. When
yeah.
Baby and them had like the whole
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're saying that Young Thug is the one who set that up to get Lil Wayne killed.
Christ.
Could be.
Nah, man.
That's what they're saying. That's a part of the charges that he's
could be.
catching.
No, I mean, it could be. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just
Yeah,
like
nah, they might
you
have
know
had-
when they
who
were
knows?
doing like, that's why
Because they had beef. so-
people were saying what happened to Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie Quan pulled away from them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was
Yeah.
just kind of like because I don't know if like when they had the rich gang shit and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So remember it was Rich
I
Homie
remember, yeah.
Quan
And Birdman
and
yeah.
Birdman and
So
Thug.
talented, man.
And you know they
Rich
were-
Homie Quan, right?
Yeah.
That's my guy. Right
why,
there,
why did he fall out? He just fell back.
And that would have
from
been an
it.
amazing group right there too.
Yeah, he fell back from all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Lifestyle was a fucking banger,
Yeah.
dog. You know what I mean?
But side note, Rich Quan, I feel like he's not the same anymore because I even heard his last couple.
He
projects.
can't be.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a special magic that happened.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Going
cook-
back even to the
cook-
Kendrick shit.
they
Like,
probably
you're
cook up
around-
together.
I mean, nah, shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You're around somebody, the magic is different.
I agree.
People will bring. I told Josh the same thing. Like projects like this, like the Kendrick project, like the Pusha project, they inspire me. There's times where you'll sit there and you're just not inspired. Like I'll hear all this other shit. It's like, that's what's
Yeah.
up. But there's certain artists like,
That really pull it out of you. Type
yeah,
of pause. Yeah.
yeah. The Dream been putting up little skits, little stuff lately, and I'm like, oh shit, like I can't wait for it. So in the same
You're
light,
like me with Kanye.
yeah,
You hear all the little skits and shit.
yeah, it's like I know it's
This shit
coming
sounds so
down the line.
amazing, man. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the next one. And all of
Um,
a sudden, he drops Jesus is King.
you get stuck. So I'm mad confused.
I
That
like
was a
Jesus is
great
King, dog.
project.
I like
Yeah.
Jesus is King. You know that.
Yeah, it was actually an awesome project.
But it
Probably one of
wasn't
the
as
best
good as it
projects
sounded
ever.
like in the skits.
No, it was
It
great.
wasn't. It sounded amazing.
It was great.
It was good, though.
Let's move on because this guy's out of his mind.
think
Jesus
it's good.
still is king.
Will that ever change?
Jesus
Probably
will
not.
always
No,
be king.
I know.
It's been
that's
the truth from the beginning.
That was the point. That
Niggas
was
is
the
jo-
point.
Yo, y'all motherfuckers trying to get me angry?
Edgar said Jesus isn't king.
What are you gonna say about that? What are you gonna say about that?
Edgar's spirit is.
What do you mean?
Edgar's gonna find his day.
What do you mean?
He's gonna get his
Yeah,
day. He's gonna get his day. of
Yo,
judgment.
like I said on the album, yo, you don't have to believe in God. He still believes in you, man.
That's facts, though. That's facts.
Edgar goes, yo, why you painting that picture of me, man?
By the way, I'm gonna
What?
say it again, yo. Jesus looked like me, and that's not being blasphemous. He
brown.
looked like me when
He's
I had
brown.
and when I had the curls.
Right.
Like that's exactly
Shout out to B man.
hair of wool.
Shout out to B-Man. Give it handsome a 3.
Yeah, yo. B-Man took away my Jesusness
Yeah, he did.
right after Christmas.
Delilah.
too.
He brought you back.
Delilah.
He brought you to the devil.
He's like,
Brought
Off
you
his
to the dark side.
superpowers.
Jesus is king, not you.
My bad.
She trying to be Jesus.
Freaking
Word.
paid $68 to get my hair destroyed.
I've done it before, man. I've done it before. I sat there when the guy cut my hair one time. Remember, I went to get a trim, and the dude literally
The gay guy?
Nah, I've done that too before.
You went to get some trim?
Pause. I didn't do that.
You went to get some trim?
Yeah.
It's like, let me
Why
get
do
a
I-
shape up with
Why
a
do
little
I
bit of
even
rim
talk
job.
sometimes, man? Why do I talk?
You know what's crazy?
Let you guys get yours
I
off,
had a
man. Pause.
I had a baseball topic.
I said pause.
And I started. I typed it, and then I just deleted it mad quick. I was like, I saw Handsome saying, "Yo, we're not talking about that."
Yeah, word.
We're not talking
What
about
was
that.
brought up?
No. I'm just saying, like, I had a baseball topic, and I
Oh,
was
no,
just
we
like,
can't do that.
You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
And I
We
wrote
got people that watch the show and enjoy the
I
show.
wrote it out, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna delete it when I
It's kind of
when I
true.
got
I'm not gonna lie
sports.
to you.
But the Nick Saban thing, that kind of
Let's talk football. Let's talk a real sport.
yeah.
Football's my favorite, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
but I mean, this is football, politics, and just money
And racism.
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. Yeah,
Let's be honest.
social shit. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to.
explain the
I
story.
don't want to write it off to. So Nick Saban, shout out to Fa. Alabama's his team. Yo, Fa likes Alabama, the Yankees, the Lakers. Yo, I gotta have a talk with him.
Front
I gotta have a talk with him. Y'all get on me for liking LeBron. I gotta have a talk with
No,
you.
I
Fa.
just said he's a front runner. He's a major
Duke?
front runner.
Jay-Z.
And the thing is that at least
It was Nas back in the day, but
at
It was
least-
Nas until Jay sold more.
you know what? At least you're unapologetic about who you are. You're like, yeah, I go for these guys. Like, Fa
I
would
would
literally
go for
be like,
champion.
nah,
He'll give you the reason.
nah,
why.
I'm not. I'm not a
I've
front
been an
runner.
Alabama fan since they had 2 wins
Yeah, exactly.
in the second week.
You don't even
Nah,
know.
nah, he won't even say that.
You
He
don't even
don't
know that Alabama supports Trinidad.
Yeah, exactly. Shit like that. He'll be like, oh, nah, I just love
Yeah.
this player. Like, you know what I mean? It'll be specific players.
They got
and shit
Trini
like that.
colors.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yo, we lost.
Nah,
We lost.
He will
He
never
won.
admit. He would
He
never
won.
admit. He would never admit to
He
his
won.
Trini bias.
He won.
would never admit to
He
that.
lost. He lost. We lost. We lost. You're right. He did have Trinidad colors. So
You know what's funny, real quick?
yeah.
That's how ignorant I am. Kendrick went to Ghana, and I was literally sending the text out to Chetty. Yeah. I almost had a Jaggy moment. I almost had a Jaggy. He's like, in your country. I was like, wait, let me check this. Let me Google this real quick. Ghana,
I'm
Guyana.
gonna be honest with you.
Somebody else said, yeah,
I didn't know the
you.
difference when I was 16.
No, not that. Is that Diego thinks that all Indian people are just Hindu.
Yeah, remember when he
But,
said curly
it's
fries?
like
And he's
he's,
like, curry
curry.
fries? They have curry fries and Hooters? It's because Chetty's here.
You got me tears,
Yo,
son.
we gotta get your cousin off the block, man.
Yo, word up.
We gotta put some stamps in his passport.
We got to let him know that it's a 20%
Yeah,
tip.
today he said, "Yo, I was in 42nd, I was in Times Square or something like that, right? He's like, I was in Manhattan.
I saw gay people.
The people are selling weed in the street, out in broad daylight." I'm like, "Nigga, where do you live, dog? That shit been happening for a minute already, dog."
It's just legal now, buddy.
He's like, "Shit is wild." Yeah, there you got to get out of the block.
But yeah.
He thought B in the restaurant staff for banging.
Yeah, he did.
Nick Saban.
Come defend yourself, man.
Let's get back to the subject.
I invited him to the show.
I know, come
tonight,
defend
too.
yourself.
You
You
would have been
got
back there
something to
smoking hookah. It would have came out of his ears.
That's it, bro.
Word, sound like a cartoon.
But Nick Saban, what is it, Nick Saban?
No,
believe?
so Nick Saban, he had they had like a fundraiser type thing with all the boosters, alumni, people that donate to Alabama, pay players pretty much that have been doing this for years. All colleges do this, and he was just talking about the NIL. The NIL is a name. What is
Negro
it?
Intensive
Name,
League?
not Negro Intensive League. So you fucked me up. His name, image, and likeness.
This guy.
So now players can they don't necessarily. So this is the rule. You're not supposed to just get paid to come to play for a college. What it's supposed to be is like, say Josh and I are college football players, right? And no, we'll just be lacrosse players.
Okay.
'Cause I don't-
Cool.
Yeah, just let's keep it real.
Yeah, word.
Carlton, the Fresh Prince.
Yo, it's a good show.
Yo,
I
dog.
fuck with that, yo.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yo,
gotta
Jazz,
watch it.
yo,
You told me,
Hillary's
you told me.
bad, son.
You told me.
Hillary's bad. Don't tell me I don't like black chicks. Hillary's fucking smoking,
It's
dog.
different.
She's
I'll
smoking.
check it out.
But anyways,
Not because of that, though.
It is
I have-
it
I have
is
a wife,
different,
you know,
though.
so-
Yeah, Ashley was so poorly casted, man.
yo, they had to do that. I don't know why, but we'll get back to that one day. So with Nick Saban, he was just taking like little digs at different teams that are using this. They're using this platform now to pay players to come to their school, right?
I'm sorry, can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want you to give the example you were saying about.
Oh, so the example like me and you and I are in a lacrosse team, and say if on Saturday after practice we want to go do an autograph signing, we can.
Yeah. Okay.
Say Handsome comes to us with a check and goes, "Yo, I want you guys to promote my, my vitamin water or whatever. You guys are great athletes, whatever.
podcast.
Now we can go and get the bag now. You know what I'm saying? Like not before it was just like, no, you're not allowed to do it. So it was weird. It was kind of like
It was under the table.
I could be an athlete, but I can't have a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like there were some athletes like back in the day, like what Jalen Rose and the Fab Five, they were saying they were like, we went to go get tacos one day. But before we did, we had to put our money together because we were just like, yo, like, okay, we got enough. We just got enough for all of us, right? Yeah. And then when they went to the Taco Bell, next to the Taco Bell, there's a store, and they had a jersey set up, like a full outfit, and it goes, dressed like the Fab Five. So he goes, yo, they're getting fucking paid off of our look. Like, we're the ones who, like, you know what I mean?
The black socks, all of that kind
they
of
were
shit.
He went to, like, the tallest player on the team, and he goes,
The low
yo,
shorts.
can I get the baggy shorts?
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly,
mean?
yeah.
People like to credit Jordan for it, but it's
No,
really
it was
not
Fab
Jordan.
Five,
It was
yeah.
a Fab Five.
Yeah.
So they were the ones that were just like, yo,
Past
like,
the knee shit.
we want this, and they want the black socks and black kicks. Like
Yeah.
he would see that and he would just be like, yo, like we're trying to put money together to go to Taco Bell. Now, if you're trying to put money to go to Taco Bell back then, you're fucking
Word.
broke.
Yo,
You know what I'm
tacos
saying?
were literally 48 cents.
So that's
No, that's
wild,
facts.
right? And obviously,
That's facts. That's
they're
sad.
5 big guys. I'm sure they're eating like 30 of them each.
Word.
But at the same time, they're just like, yo, we're putting money together. You know what I mean? It's like a treat for them, you know?
Yeah.
When they're making this school millions of dollars.
Yeah. Word.
So finally, we're at this place, and if you listen to Purple Cups and Champagne, we've always talked about college players getting paid.
That's
We've
facts.
always said
Since
it.
fucking the
That's
old
been
crib.
our fucking
Since the old
thing.
crib.
That's been our
Yeah.
you know?
Since before the videos.
Word up.
Shout out to Jinx. And so now you can get paid off of this stuff. But now it's becoming a little bit of the Wild Wild West, because now you're able to say, yeah, I'm paying Johnny to come to my school to support my vitamin water. I gave him $1 million, so what? But because I want him to come to my school to play football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now there's so many millionaires and billionaires now in America alone that they can afford to like just go and just pay these players to come to the best teams. So here's where Alabama sits in this, right? Nick Saban it was Nick Saban's cry to the other people, the people in the audience, to say, yo, you got to give more money because we're going to lose to Texas A&M. And that was one of the schools that he called out because, obviously Texas got oil money. So they're going to start being like, I remember we were talking about it before, like these other schools are going to start making so much bread. But the fact that he singled out the HBCU, which Deion Sanders,
Yeah, what's it called again?
coaches, Jackson State.
Jackson State, yeah.
So Deion Sanders, the way he's been recruiting and the way he's been getting people to look at his players, he's been doing through social media. So he's been hooking up with Gilly and Wallow, having them come to the games because they put it on their platform. Wow. They got 1 million followers. So like they've been having like the hood see these players.
Marketing right.
Because
smart.
Right, because what Deion was saying was that, yo, like no one's coming to these HBCUs to come see these players play, but they're good enough. Shannon Sharp went to HBCU. He's a Hall of Famer.
I didn't know that.
You see what I'm saying? Like he went to Savannah State.
No, but there's some players that are going to HSBU now,
but
right?
now it's happening now where the number one recruit went to play with Deion.
Exactly, yeah.
And the number one
That's what it was,
and the number one cornerback, why wouldn't he want to go play for Deion? He's the greatest of all time. They say he arguably could be, him and Lawrence Taylor could be the greatest defensive players of all time.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Nick Saban didn't have a problem with it when his school was living off of a name and the other school didn't have a name.
Yes.
Right. Like, dog, for years on decades, you've been living off of
dominating
and your job.
Forrest Gump went to Alabama.
Yeah,
word. That's true. That's
it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
nuts. Word.
That's
That's how big your school is. Of course, it's
Forrest and Frank Ocean.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, you can't get.
Went to Alabama?
Yeah, Forrest Gump.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Come on.
He slept with him.
That was slick, son. That was
I'm
slick,
clipping
son.
that.
was
I'm
good.
clipping that.
Nah,
That's
that was
wild.
good. That was amazing.
Wow. That is wild.
The gays all over the place.
Nah, not that part, man. Not that part, bro.
I was running. Yes, drill sergeant.
But real talk,
Y'all
so
niggas got no heart.
Nick Saban didn't have a
Y'all niggas
problem
have no
when
heart.
radio was playing for the team. But now,
Yo, he's gonna double down, son.
Yeah, everybody
Shout out
just
to Cuba
getting
Gooding.
it. Everybody's just getting it. Yeah,
Nah, man,
everybody's
but-
Best of
getting
luck
it.
to you, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
yo, dog,
He went full.
It's
You went full retard.
Look, for real. Let's go back to a
Makes
person
my
like.
eyes rain. I'm sorry. Last one.
Had to. You had to.
Last one.
Let's go back to a person like Shannon Sharp, right? Now athletes like that should go back to their alma mater.
Yeah.
Right? And use that star power to pull it up, right? Because we need some balance, bro.
The thing that's crazy is that Prime went to Florida State.
Yeah.
And the kid was supposed to go to Florida State. He signed, you initially you say, "Oh, I'm going to go here." Like
he recommitted.
and then he recommitted and went to Jackson State. Yeah. So Florida State definitely didn't like that. The fact that like one of their all-time great players, Deion Sanders, took one of their.
Well, guess what? Hire a Deion Sanders to coach your team.
Facts.
But they would never give Deion Sanders that shot to be because he talks too much or whatever the case may be.
Now they mad.
The
but guess
experience,
what?
he didn't fit as a coordinator and do all that other shit.
The
But you know what? Deion
playing
came out
field
the
is
gate
being-
and was-
they would have started
Yeah, I agree
him.
on it.
They would have started him at being a coordinator or being just the defensive back.
That's
coach.
what I mean.
And then this.
They would
you know
exactly quality control shit,
Yeah,
defense,
yeah,
all of that
yeah,
kind of shit
yeah,
that make you
taste
go
the Gatorade.
Exactly.
You
You know
know
why?
take
You know why?
the
Because
yeah.
there's ex. I can't remember his name. I don't even want to think about it. But there's ex players. Miles, what's his name? Miles something, the wide receiver from the Cowboys.
Miles Davis?
About Austin Miles.
Austin Miles.
Miles Austin.
He's a wide receiver.
Miles Austin. He
Exactly.
did Kim Kardashian.
Exactly. He's a wide receiver coach for the Jets. So, like, people have to come up that way.
Yeah.
They have to be, like, a specific positional coach and shit like that. And
Oh
then-
no, we hired a special teams coach to be our head coach. That's
Yeah,
normal.
Exactly.
That's fucking crazy, dog.
Exactly. I agree with you.
That
I
was
agree
that
with
was
you.
a
Well, that's favoritism.
That's not fair because he came from Bill Belichick.
I understand that, right?
Yeah.
But he still fucking coaches special teams.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
You
I
feel
agree-
me?
I agree
Like,
with you.
That's wild. So
agree
like,
with
but whatever. It's
Let's
like
not cry over spilled milk.
and not only that, but it's like
Giants
it's
fans.
like in corporate. It's like in corporate. It's like, yo, like people have opened up doors for me.
Yeah.
They've opened up doors for all of us. You know what I'm saying? So it happens, right? So I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. But in this case with Deion decided to go to Jackson State to say, yo, you know what? Like, especially, and he went there during like the George Floyd and like that's when he decided to go. So he was like, yo, like we need to open up the eyes to like there was different things like sports were saying like, okay, we need to have more black owned businesses actually inside the stadium selling, food and merch and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to always just be, Chick-fil-A or whatever the case may be. Actually have a mom and pop
It has to
spot.
start
exactly.
somewhere.
It has starts, and so Deion opened that door. Why for Nick Saban to go after him?
Yeah.
Even if this kid got paid $1 million, which the kid came out and tweeted and said, "Yo, my mom stays in a 3-bedroom apartment. Where did this $1 million go?" You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Granted, let's say he did get paid $1 million. Let's just say he did. Maybe he did, right? That was bad choice to go after that school.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
No question.
That's just a bad choice to go out because
A school that's on
there's
underdog
so-
already
there-
forever.
But for me, what I think it is, it's scary hours for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what
mad
it
that he
is.
has
No,
to
no
work
question.
now.
That's
No
what it
question.
is.
Now
It's
you have to
desperate. It's
scout.
desperation. Yeah,
you have to
desperation.
scout. No, people ain't coming to you just because you're Alabama.
And it's
now.
not saying that he's not a great coach. He's a great coach. But at the
he's
same-
one of the
No,
best
it
ever.
just
But
shows
he-
desperation.
yeah,
You
but
could be a
it's-
great
but-
coach.
but yeah.
You're human.
Yeah,
And it
but
shows
now
that he's
you have
scared.
to work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now you have to give players a reason to come over here.
Right.
Aside from I got a name.
He's not the first one, though. There's been a lot of big time.
Yeah.
What I mean is this: there's been a lot of big time coaches that have been against this for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not wrong in what they're saying in a way because what they're saying is that the quality of the sport is going to hurt a little bit, right?
Right.
And I
yeah.
kind
In the
of agree with that. And yeah, I mean, in general, I think
Meaning,
that.
like, what do you
I think when
mean-
money gets
what
involved in
what do you
sports,
think? Meaning, like players are going to be like, "Yo, like I'm not trying to get hurt because I want to get paid or whatever."
what do you mean?
Like I want to make it to the NFL to get paid and stuff like that.
Well,
you know
that's
what I
partly
mean?
true.
Okay.
But what I think is like
No, but they'll go to a community college and spend their talent around a bunch of other players that are talentless, right? For the $2 million.
yeah.
I'm using a bad
no.
example.
That's true.
Oh no, I hear what
Right?
you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
So you'll have better
Yeah.
players that should be in a better program.
That's my
Yeah.
point.
Go chase the
And
bread.
So you're not going to have the top players in Clemson and Alabama and
Exactly,
have these,
yeah.
and have
With top
surrounded by
coaches,
people that can
crazy
develop
games.
them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
And
But,
beyond.
but you don't think it's going to be more of a not I don't say even playing field, but it's going to be more of like a yo, you may see Alabama play against this team that they usually roll on, but the quarterback that they have is a stud. You know what I mean?
Nah,
He just
I
makes
feel you.
players better. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a point.
Yeah.
But my thing is, are they going to be playing as hard and have like the camaraderie that college teams
Right.
have? Which is like, there's no money involved.
Right.
Fuck that. We're all in this together on some college shit. We're doing this for our team. Like, that's what it's about for them. That's why college players on all colleges before this was in effect was playing like hard. Like, it's you can see the game compared to like the professional level game, and it's just way they play. Like they pour their heart and soul on the field or the court, whatever. You know?
But now let me ask you, this is a cool this thing to think about too. What about the wide receiver gets paid? We're gonna give you $1 million every year that you stay in Ohio State, which is gonna be $3 million because you have to stay 3 years, right?
Yeah.
I tear my ACL in the last game of my, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's happened before.
No,
where, like
question.
Todd Gurley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now that man has had $3 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He can start his life.
No.
With that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. When you balance both things, I'm always going to take that the players are getting paid.
Right.
Because it hurts the game. You're right. It's not going to kill the game. It's going to hurt the game a little bit in the sense of that.
Players are still going to go to Alabama.
No question.
They're still gonna
And
go.
players are still going to play because, for the love of the game, they're going to play and all of that shit. But it does lose that.
You're just gonna have an adjustment period.
Yeah.
Like anything else that's new.
I
right?
agree.
Yes,
the first 4 or 5 years is
Yes.
gonna be like all over the place, mixing and matching, misunderstandings, and then it becomes commonplace.
Exactly.
And
I agree.
And
you learn to adjust.
and the boosters may stop giving more as much because they're going to be like, well, this is not really helping me. You know what I mean? This is like, but another thing too, these boosters just have money that they like. There's people that love football to the point where like you're trying to tell me if the
Gary V?
It's a loss for them.
like
And
those,
they'll do it.
you love the Jets. Imagine the Jets were a college team, right? If you were a billionaire, right,
Yeah.
you wouldn't throw them $1 million
No
to
question.
get like the best to get Christian McCaffrey right now.
No question.
You know what I'm saying?
And
To come play
then
for
it'll
them?
become a habit. And I'll keep doing it. Getting $1 million for another player that I think is good. And I keep paying this player. And then all of a sudden I'll start being an idiot. And
You
losing a
put-
lot
you
of
put-
money.
But you'll stop because you run out of money.
Maybe.
You bet on Reggie Bullock.
It's the same way that people gamble just to gamble.
Yeah,
For
you
love
bet
of
on
the
Reggie Bullock.
game. You know what I'm thinking
Yeah.
about, handsome.
Your boy's wildin', dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Should I bet on Reggie Bullock?
Reggie Bullock, you've been talking about it all day.
Get this shit out
3.5
of here, man.
over, that's easy, man. That's cakewalk. No bet is ever
I
cakewalk.
sent them
Except for the Jets, 5.5 over.
I sent them,
Bet that.
I sent them gamblers anonymous.
Yeah, that shit was funny, son. But
man.
that is a fact, though. I mean, like, the Jets 5.5 over is 100%.
Yeah, we. Is that your take? Is that your take?
Yeah.
Is that your lock?
Yeah,
lock,
my lock of the week.
lock it in now. The Jets are going to win more
5.5?
than.
That's a joke.
The Jets are going to win 6 games this season. Lock it in,
a
ladies
joke.
and gentlemen. Lock it in.
That's honestly a safe bet.
That's a lock.
Brady Quinn doesn't think so.
I'm
Brady
about
Quinn
to throw
said
10
we're gonna
racks
win
on
under
that.
5.
I'm going to throw 10 racks on that. No lie.
Nigga,
Is that really the thing? 5.5?
5.5 is for the Jets.
I think Vegas
That's a
is
joke.
bugging.
We
I
won
think
4
Ve-
last year.
and they added extra game.
Yeah. Well, last year we had that extra game too.
Vegas is bugging.
Yeah, they won. They didn't change the line before the draft or before free agency. That's why.
This is episode 99, guys.
That's it, guys.
You know what that means, right?
Ya ustedes saben.
What does that
Yo.
mean? You guys into numbers?
Yes.
Like you guys into like the way numbers look and 2 digits? And
That
3
means
digits,
we
yeah?
stop putting the 0 in front of every episode and start
Oh,
adding
Oh,
shit.
that's
Shit.
important. That is important.
That's wild.
That
I
is
didn't think about
important.
that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, motherfuckers thought, wait, he's not going to get there,
Yeah.
but we're here. I know you're like, wait, so
You talking about
are
yourself?
you guys going to stop at 9?
Because who said we're not going to get there? You talking about yourself? You talking about your doubt? Nah, I'm fucking with you, man.
I'm telling you, I read emails.
Yeah.
Like, why you have that 0? You don't need
You're
that.
never going to make an episode 100.
Never.
You guys suck and you're talk bad about women.
Oh,
and gays and
hold
trannies.
yourself back. You're not going to make it to 1,000?
It was the day that DJ Khaled was
Yeah,
talking about,
we
right?
are the
It was
day. We are the day.
It was day. It was
You talk
day.
bad about Terror Squad and you're going to get fucked up by them when you go to the Bronx again, Johnny.
Yeah, he's still thinking about it. Josh still thinking about it. Josh, we going to Subway Series? Nope.
Johnny say, yeah, exactly.
Nope. Oh, shit.
Yo, I'm Puerto Rican, man. I don't fucking get no issues with Terror Squad, man.
Stupid, man.
Yo, PR forever, man. Yeah. And yo, Macho, come out, man. They got us.
That was funny.
I'm sorry. Yo,
That was
I'm
great.
Sorry, man.
That's, yo, 50's a genius.
He
for that
is.
shit.
Nah, that's a funny
Elephant
dude.
in the sand.
Don't fuck with funny people.
Nah,
Don't fuck
bro.
with funny
Yeah.
people, man. That's
Hey,
the
yo,
most.
hey, yo, Macho, come out,
That's
man.
one of the
They
best
got us.
qualities you can have is to be funny. It's the most dangerous.
Come out from behind the car. They got us.
Nobody fuck with a funny person, man.
Yo, he went to Khaled's mom's job and recorded, or he got friends to do it or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
the level of pettiness.
Yo,
crazy.
he's amazing. 50 is.
Anyway, yes, we are approaching episode 100.
100,
Speaking
man.
of 50, we will be doing it at Queens Bully.
Queen's Bully, man. Yeah, shout out to Queen's Bully for hosting us.
Yeah.
For,
Rohan,
you know,
And
so-
supporting us, man. Always supporting us.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely. You know,
Always.
if you and you know, we're gonna have a couple of guests. Like if you support our show, you fuck with us, you definitely gonna get the invite. And if you watch the show, come through, show love.
We're going to be drinking Monopolio beer, one of my
date?
favorite beers.
Yeah,
Actually, number 1
June
and 2.
13th.
June 13th.
June 13th.
Don't tell people the day. They're going to show up there, dog.
That's what he said. He
That's
wanted
what
them
I
to show
want.
up.
That's what I want. I want you to. I'm not. I'm
You
not.
don't want people to show
you know
up.
how many
paying-
fans we have?
I'm not paying. I'm not
That's
paying
true.
for your.
That's
I'm not paying for your food.
You can pay for our foods and actually give back.
Yeah, why not?
Buy us some drinks.
We're at the college football players.
You
Support
know what I
us.
mean? We was
Sponsor
doing this
us.
shit
Putting our money
way
on
too
Sponsor
long.
us, man. Why
We're putting
not?
our money together for tacos. But nah,
been doing
I
this
think
way too long
I
on
think
paper.
it would be dope. June 13th, Queen's Bully, episode 100. I know it's gonna be what is it, like 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, I'm signing tetas.
Yeah.
We're gonna have episode
That's awesome.
99A, 99B, 99C until
That's
then.
pretty cool.
But
He's gonna be Hulk Hogan out here. I'm sure Hulk Hogan was doing shit like that, right? He's the kind of nigga.
nigga, that's facts, man. That's facts. He's my hero, dog.
Yeah. And Heartbreak Kid. He definitely.
Yo,
Heartbreak
man,
never did that,
just
yeah.
pull your
Son of
titties
this.
out.
You think they sign over the nipple? Over the areola?
I'll be like, yo, we need to lower it a little
Oops,
bit
I'm a
more.
perv now.
Yeah,
Full blown.
I don't want to see just skin.
I'm not gonna.
Show more.
I'm not gonna.
That's
dot
Johnny.
the I.
Pull it down a little bit.
Yo, I gotta get out of here. All right, yo. June 13th, episode 100. Queens
We always
Bully.
walk away from this looking like, I feel like a scumbag
No.
after every episode.
Dog,
I'm like, man, that's not me. I'm
Yo,
a nicer
you look
guy than
that.
that.
And then God, they know you're
I'm a
good,
nicer
man.
guy than this. What is,
He
what
said
is
he
this guy?
went Jill. Nope.
That's ill.
Yeah,
Look at the eye. I dotted the eye with your nipple. You get
Ill.
it? You get it?
Ill will.
Let me squirt on it and dot it.
That's you OD.
Yo,
That's it. That's the end of the show.
That's the end of the show. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Episode 99.
I'm not kidding.
Hopefully, to another 99.
I mean, you made it just worse, man. It was bad enough if you were kidding, bro. It was.
I'm clipping that.